Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 7 of the Close Up podcast. Today I'm joined by Drew and Jonathan. Kyvie cannot be here today, but we got some zombie talk planned today. So we're going to talk the 28 Days, Weeks, Years trilogy, review the new movie 28 years later, and then we got a little draft later too. So, start with our weekly watches. Someone else go first. I don't have mine up yet.
Okay, I'll go. I watched Materialist, the new Celine Song picture. Bro, oh, holy, bro. People are liking this movie. This movie is so ass, bro. It's so bad.
It's crazy. You
Bro,
gotta watch
you guys-
Past Lives, bro. You gotta watch Past Lives.
I don't want to now. I really don't
But
want
it's
to
a
now.
completely different movie. It's like not even the same thing.
You haven't even seen Materialist.
So I know it's not a rom-com. That much I know.
Materialist is not a rom-com.
I mean, I know Past Lives isn't a rom-com.
Materialist is not a rom-com either.
Is it not? That's what I was thinking
No.
it was.
It's like a deconstruction of a rom-com. It's not like a rom-com.
Yeah, but it's comedy involved, no?
Kinda.
I guess.
Not,
But
not
like
really.
Past Lives is not really comedic at all.
They like
pretty
try to do
serious.
some comedy, but anyway, not very good. I was very annoyed. I blew up everyone's phone here after I watched it. I was like, dude, that movie's so fucking garbage.
That's crazy.
Yeah, read my review. I wrote a whole thing if you want to know why I don't like it. And then I watched Birthday Girl, the Nicole Kidman picture. Really good movie. I was not expecting much out of this one. Vincent Cassel is in this, and also his Lahane co-host, Matthew Kasovitz. He's also in the movie, so it's a little Lahane reunion with Nicole Kidman. It's so much fun, bro. It's so much fun. I watched this because it was Nicole Kidman's birthday week. And then I, of course, watched all the movies we're talking about today, 28 Days, Weeks, Years. And then before 28 years later, I had a little bit of time. And then I watched this 1996 Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Little like hour-long animated movie. I don't know. It made me remind me of like a Saturday morning cartoon, what Jonathan said. Yeah, I thought it was sweet. The voice acting is not that great though, but
Yeah.
that's pretty much my week.
Okay, I can go next. Yeah, I was feeling a little itch to revisit the Bourne trilogy.
Golly.
So yeah, I had watched Bourne Identity, Supremacy, Ultimatum. Like those are just some of the best movies out there. They're just so peak, bro. I'm probably gonna watch Bourne
You're
Legacy and
glazing.
Jason Bourne. Nah, it's just so fire. It's just like this is like another one of those franchises I grew up on. Like Jason Bourne's just like one of my favorite characters, bro. He's so good. And then I ended up watching Y2K. I don't know really
Oh,
why I put
trash
it on,
movie.
but I just threw it on.
Trash.
Terrible
It's like-
movie.
It's
Awful.
whatever.
It's
It's
awful.
like mid. I didn't
It's a
really care for
one
any of the
star,
characters.
bro. It's actually awful.
One
It's
star?
really bad, bro. I have
So
a 1.5.
bad. It's
Bro,
so
I give
bad.
it a 2.5. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
ridiculous.
hate it.
Struggle to
thought
get
it-
through.
That's crazy.
It actually
I thought it was
was.
all right.
It's so
I mean,
bad.
not all right, but I just
Rachel
thought it was
Zegler
just whatever.
innocent though.
That's not bad. And then like Drew was saying, Nicole Kidman's birthday week, I guess. So I had watched Holland 2025 picture. It's not that
Yo.
good. It's just the most whatever movie. Like it starts off pretty intriguing, but like by like 20-25 minutes in, you're like you just want this movie to end. And like even when it gets to its climax, it's like just some of the most underwhelming stuff ever. And I'm just like, okay, we're done with this movie. It's just whatever. Nicole Kidman's great though, as always.
I think I might
Then-
watch this tomorrow.
Then I watched Boy Erased, another Nicole Kidman, Russell Crowe movie. Kind of just like a movie directed by Joel Edgerton about, I guess, the inside look at those conversion therapy camps, like, you know, for the
Yeah.
gay kids and things like that the parents send them to. And it's cool. It's like I give it a 3.5. I liked it. I think it was trying to play itself as more important as it is, but like obviously the stuff I saw in that movie is pretty like kind of crazy. So still a good movie. Nicole Kidman, great. Russell Crowe was pretty good. He had like a great moment in there at the very end. And then on Nicole Kidman's birthday, obviously, I watched To Die For, Gus Van Sant movie.
Yeah.
I liked it. Nicole Kidman's the best part of that movie. She's like everything. The movie itself, the plot, I didn't really get into it. Like it
Bro.
was cool and all, but I mean, it was just kind of crazy seeing all these people like young Joaquin Phoenix, young
Yeah,
Casey
young Joaquin
Affleck. I was all,
Phoenix, Casey
I just
Affleck.
saw them. I'm all like, yo, they're in this movie. That's just kind of insane.
David Cronenberg shows up just randomly.
Wait, when was Cronenberg in there?
He was just like a guy.
Was
like
he?
by the
I
lake.
missed him then. I missed him. I forgot where he was, but yeah, I missed him. And then yeah, like Drew and I think everyone else here, I rewatched 28 Days Later, watched 28 Weeks for the first time, and then 28 Years. And then I had also watched the 1996 Sonic movie, which I thought was a fun time. I mean, I don't know if it's something I'll revisit again because it was just kind of a little messy for
Yeah,
me.
same.
But no, it was fun. It was definitely a fun time.
was
I don't
fun.
regret
It
watching
was
it
fun.
at all. And that was kind of wraps up my week here.
All right. Decent week for me. I watched like 8 movies, I guess. I watched 28 Weeks Later. It's okay. We'll get into that. We'll talk about these. Unstoppable, good movie. Tony Scott,
Yeah.
Shout out.
good at what he does. Yeah. Denzel Washington, another great performance. I watched Top Gun, the original from 1986. It's good.
Wait. Have you guys seen Enemy of the State?
I have
Tony
a
Scott
really
movie?
long time ago, but I have
I have
seen it.
not.
Yeah.
Bro, I was going to leave to go to the theater for 28 Years Later, and I walked in on my dad watching Enemy of the State, and I caught a scene. I was like, holy bro, I might have to lock in. This looks so sick.
It is. I need to rewatch it because I feel like I like it more now. Because I think right now I have it logged as a 3-star. I might just have to remove the rating because I really don't remember anything about it.
Bro, I just saw one scene. I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And I watched 28 Years Later, of course, Train Spotting, another Danny Boyle flick. It's
D
it's
Boyle.
good. Yeah, it's good. It's a crazy movie. Not really what I expected, but yeah, I rewatched Sinners. My opinion hasn't really changed on Sinners. I feel about exactly the same way I did the first time I watched it, and then I watched Old.
Ooh.
Yikes!
I feel like we might need to talk about this for a little while.
Yikes.
Bro.
I feel like we might need to
Oh
get
my
into
God,
it for a
bro.
second.
Absolute disaster of a movie.
Absolute.
Tell everybody what you rated the movie.
A 1 star. It's a,
Oh
it's a,
my
it's a
god.
monstrosity. It's terrible.
Bro, like the best movie of the decade. That's crazy.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we're not gonna
what
go
are
that
we
far.
doing?
I will say on first watch, I rated Old a 1-star. It was a 1-star for me, but I did rewatch it just because like last year when Trap was coming out, I liked it a lot more. I think because I understood M. Night's style a lot more, having watched his other films, and I don't know, I liked it. I liked it more. I think I like it more than the book, to be honest. I read the book as well, and I
Okay,
liked
you gotta watch like more early M Night before you get into like his style heavy stuff.
Yeah, I think
You gotta watch
style
Unbreakable
heavy?
and The
I feel like
Village.
if you-
Style heavy.
Yeah, it's style heavy, bro.
if you watch M. Night like in release order, I think you might respect it a little bit more. But I don't know, because
Oh,
I think
man.
even Old for me was one of M. Night's. No, like M. Night, because I remember the first 3 M. Nights I'd ever seen was The Last Airbender, After Earth, and then it was Old. So I was completely on the wrong foot when I started M. Night's filmography. After
good
watching
movies.
his other stuff and then rewatching Old again, I'm all like, okay, this is actually pretty good. I
Yeah,
actually messed with it.
did you watch The Last Airbender?
Who? Drew?
What? No, either
Did-
of you.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
I've seen all of his
seen it.
movies.
Yeah. So
I agree.
It's his
Last
worst
Airbender,
movie, but it's not
so
like
I
Last
don't.
Airbender and After Earth are both half stars for me. I hate those movies.
Yeah.
bro,
I
those
don't.
movies are not that bad. They're
I
not.
will rewatch them. I
After
will give
Earth
them a
looks
rewatch.
really bad.
After Earth is good.
No,
I
I'm
really
telling
like
you right
After Earth.
now, I've watched After Earth like 3 times, like because like the first 2 times I'm all like I remember the first time I fell asleep. The second time, I think I fell asleep a little further into the movie, and then the third time I watched the movie, and then I'm all like, this is not it. This is not it. I will rewatch both of those at some point. Having watched all of M. Night's other movies, we'll see if my rating
You're
changes.
crazy for wanting to rewatch that. I am not.
I will. I'm
it.
willing to give it a second
You're gonna
chance
rewatch
after
Old,
knowing.
bro.
I'm not. Listen, dude. I
But
actually.
when
had
we
a
do the old
miserable-
pod, you'll rewatch it.
That's not.
Old
Okay,
Pod is
I had.
crazy.
I had a miserable
do it.
time with these characters. I'm not rewatching this movie.
Bro, they're so good.
No,
you know, like Mid-Sized Sedan?
Aiden, as a person who had
That was
also
the
rated
that was
this
the
a 1 star,
that was the least funny joke I think I've ever.
as someone
seen in the
who's also
movie.
rated this a 1 star, I'm telling you, if you watch his other films and revisit Old, I think you'll like it a little bit more. Like, I don't know if you're gonna rate it, like a 3 and 3.5, but I think it'll at least go up 1.5 stars.
Listen,
Because
Also, the movie is shot so well that it's ridiculous that it's a 1
I'm not gonna lie,
that's
the
why
first
it's
time
1 star. That's
Bro.
why it's not. That's why it's not a half star because there's one scene that looked good.
No,
I'm not gonna
the
lie, the
whole
first
movie
time
is
I'd
like
watched the
perfectly
movie-
shot and perfectly blocked.
the first time
If
I
you
watched the
study
movie,
the
I thought it was
cinematic
like
language-
the worst shot film ever. I thought it was like one
Bro.
of the worst shot movies ever. When I
It is
first watched
the best shot movie of the decade.
No,
like
no.
in
When
my
I fir-
opinion.
I'm telling you now I like his shot selection a bit more.
Whoa!
It is definitely not the best shot movie of the decade.
Bro,
That's
it
one
is
of
to
the.
me.
I mean,
It
wait,
is.
when did Old even come out? Was it 2021?
2021.
Okay,
2021.
definitely. I can name like 10, 15, 20
Yeah, I could
movies.
probably
Okay,
name
we don't
30
need to.
movies. I could
I
probably
mean,
name,
I'm
Better
willing to.
shot than old?
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
you can't.
yeah.
You can
Okay,
name
I mean-
maybe 5.
Okay, Oppenheimer.
No,
Okay,
Drew,
yeah.
Drew, you
Just
wanna
take
know-
no off that.
Drew,
is
you want
not-
to know?
it is
you
not
know,
better shot than old.
you want to know how I
Oppenheimer's a great
heard
movie,
about?
But it's
What?
old is perfectly blocked. The blocking in old is perfect. And
Okay,
the
I
way
mean,
that
we can talk boat dunes. Boat dunes are better shot
Both
than
dunes
Old.
are
No.
I'll even
Not
throw
even
out.
close.
I'll even throw out Nope
No.
out there. Nope is better shot.
Nope. It's
Nope
not
is
ridiculous.
So much betterly. So betterly. It's so much better.
I mean, I'll even throw
No.
out Sinners.
Shot.
I'll even throw
Yeah,
out
Sinners
Sinners.
is not better
better.
shot. Sinners
Yeah,
is not
it
better
is.
shot. No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
I'll give you
Yes,
Nope.
it
I
is.
will
I'll
give
even
you
throw out
Nope. I will
Sinners.
give you Nope.
Sinners is
I can understand
100%
Oppenheimer,
better
but
shot.
no.
Okay,
No,
let
bro.
me,
Dude.
bro. I can.
Bro,
I
if you
can name-
study the cinematic language of old, you will like learn something, bro. Like it is so
the
ridiculous
cinematic
what
reaching.
language.
he's doing.
The
Bro's
cinematic
reaching.
It
language
is so
crazy.
It is so ridiculous what he is doing.
Yo,
It's
Winnie
like-
the Pooh, Blood and Honey was shot better than this.
No. Oh, my God.
The
I'm about to
Northman-
scream
the
in my
Northman shot
microphone,
better.
bro.
Let's
The
move
Northman
on.
shot better. The
talking
Banshees
about-
of Inisherin
Let's
shot
move
better.
on. We're talking about an awful
Let's
movie.
go. No, we're talking about 5-star, bro.
Oh, 5 stars. I give it a. I give it a.
Bro, it's a
3.5.
5-star for
I'm
me.
in between. I'm between both of y'all.
Whoa.
It's a 5-star for me.
That's insane.
Better than La La Land and Interstellar.
Okay, yeah. Let's calm down. Let's tone it down.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's. I think we should move on. I think we gotta
we
move
should
on
move
at
on.
this point. This is getting a little too
I
ridiculous
think
for
I'd
ourselves. and
rather.
the
I think I'd
audience.
rather rewatch Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. If I'm being honest.
Wow.
Okay,
You're
let's move
ridiculous,
on.
bro.
Yeah, let's move on. 28 years later.
Let's start with days. Let's start with days.
Okay, let's start with
and
Days.
days.
make our way down.
Let's start
Yeah.
with days. I like Days. I like 28 Days Later. It's a good movie.
I think Caden, are you the lowest on it out of all of us?
Yeah,
I
he
might
is.
be. I think
What do you rate it?
a 3.5.
3.5.
But I do
Okay,
like
you
that
and
movie.
you and Drew are kind of on the same level here, right?
No.
Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, Caden, you're the lowest on it. I say you start off. Just give brief thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I am the lowest on it. I don't. It's not necessarily because there's things I don't love about the film. It's just I think it's good. It's not something I was blown away by. I did find the first like 20 minutes of this movie to be really, really good. Like when he wakes up and he's like seeing everything. He's walking around London and he's like he goes into the church. Like that scene where they like the one like sits up and turns around and looks at him. It's terrifying.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like that is
Yeah.
that is the best scene in that movie, I think, by far.
Also, spoiler alert for anyone who has not seen these movies.
Yeah,
We're going to be
we are-
spoiling all
we
of
are-
these movies.
We are going all in here, so
All
Yeah.
in.
we're going
Alright.
all in. But you can keep listening until we get to 28 years later, though, if you've seen the first two. So
Yeah.
we'll be good until we'll save those spoilers for later. But yeah, I do think like the music is incredible. The theme,
Oh, bro, the
main
music
theme-
is so
the main
good.
theme is so good.
It slaps, bro.
I thought the whole like camcorder thing was cool, but like it's also like not very pleasing to look at, obviously. But
I love the way
I
it was shot. I
like
thought
it.
it was
I like
so
it.
good.
I do like that, but it's when you're watching for an hour and a half or however long it is a movie where it's like on 480p the whole time, it does for me, it does start to bother me a little bit, but I
But see,
did
it
like it
makes
a
the
lot. It was
movie
good.
it makes the movie like more unsettling to me,
I do.
and that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like it gives you such a specific vibe that you can't find somewhere else except for other like shot on video stuff. And this is
Yeah.
not fully like shot on video because there is actually like full shot on video stuff.
Yeah.
But like this reminds me of like all that stuff. And it's so cool to see it. This is the first time I ever watched it was today. I thought it was great. I was kind of blown away. Kind of a known Alex Garland hater, and I kind of had to like give it up here. I was like, bro, he made a good movie. I got a lot. I can't
Alex
lie.
Garland's a good writer.
Great writer.
I mean, when he works with Boyle, I guess he is. Like, I don't know.
And when he makes Warfare and Ex Machina.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen Ex Machina, but
Good movie. Watch it. It's great. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much more to say about it. I liked it. It's good. It's just good. That's really all I got.
Yeah, Drew, you got your thoughts. I think you're the next highest on it.
yeah. Well, I didn't realize this movie was about like chimpanzees. So whenever I first watched it, I was like, bro, what is this? It's just
Like Planet of
it's
the
just
Apes.
like the first. Yeah, literally, it was like the first thing you see, and then you get jump scared by Cillian Murphy, like just laying on the bed naked. I was like, holy, bro. He's just exposed. Yeah, but I do love what you were talking about, like how he's just like roaming the streets. He picks up the Pepsi.
That becomes
You
a
know-
recurring theme in these movies too.
Yeah, he's just like he's so lost, and I think that's so cool. I thought that was gonna be the whole movie where he's just like lost and exploring.
Like I think I would have enjoyed that. Like that would have
Yeah.
been cool.
But I do like the turn it takes, and I think it's good. I do like Selena. I think she's cool, and I do like Brendan Gleeson and his daughter.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
Bradley.
I really like this movie. I thought this movie was great. I think the way it's shot is really interesting. Not just the camcorder, but just like the actual like compositions and shot selections is really cool. Like there's a scene of him in the car, and you can like see the reflection of like the car and like the vehicle. It's like you could see like Cillian Murphy, and then like the glass, you could see everything they're passing. I thought that was super
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a really well shot, good movie that I was just like kind of blown away by. I was like, because Danny Boyle is interesting because I've only seen Yesterday before I watched these two, the 28 days later and 28 years
That's
later.
crazy.
Yeah, so I've only seen Yesterday. So, and then I didn't have a great
Wow.
relationship with Alex Garland. So I was like, is this movie gonna be like good? Like people talk about it, and it's great. You know, I kind of had to give it up. You know. All right, Jonathan.
All right, so I do rate this movie a 4.5. I absolutely like adore this film. I think like this is just one of the best films in its genre. Like I don't think you get zombie movies that are as good as this. Like everyone else was saying, like the opening is just one of like the best scenes like ever. Just Cillian Murphy walking through empty streets of London is just it's
It
just kind of
bangs.
it's just so sick to look at, just seeing how society has crumbled after this virus and so quick, like within
Yeah.
28 days. And then like yeah, I mean obviously the scores, it's like it's
The
its own
score,
thing. It's
oh,
like
it
in a realm
rips,
of its
bro.
own.
It's good.
And then yeah, I love like some of the horror sequences. I love how the zombies are represented here. They're just
Mhm.
like they're actually OP, you know, they're running and things like that. It's just this is like as deadly as you can get with these things. I love the characters, how they were written. Jim, Selena, Frank, his daughter, even like all the military dudes at the end. Like I think it just all ties in like so well together. It's just one of the most compact, tight, like zombie stories that we've seen out there. I think this is just fantastic.
I was gonna bring up. I thought whenever like the military guys came in, I was like, brother, what is this? Is this Alex Garland doing his military thing? But it's not. It's like it's different. You know, it's like all
Yeah,
these
it's
guys are
different.
like assholes and like pieces of shit. And it's like even though they're human, like I like the aspect of like even though they're in the house away from the zombies, they're still not safe. You know,
Yeah.
they're still all in danger and they have nowhere else to go.
Yeah,
And it's
not
like you
even
gotta
in
have to
danger of zombies, but in danger of each other.
exactly. I also really liked the when Cillian Murphy was like picking them off. That shot was it was so cool. I was
Because
like,
it
bro,
was just
this
like
is
that
so good.
entire sequence had like the score playing in the background.
Bro,
So you don't hear the
yes.
score at all until like the
Dude,
final like, act.
there's like a point. I feel like I don't know if I'm remembering this well, but there's a point in the movie where that score, like the same track, is just playing for like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and there's like
And it's
nothing
awesome.
else. And you're
It's
just
awesome.
It's so
crazy.
peak. It's so peak.
It's so sick.
Is there what was like your guys like I guess favorite part of the film, I guess?
I just love I
Um,
love the opening scene. I think
I know
the
you
it's hard
said
to
you
opening
deny
like
the
scene is great.
opening.
Bro, I know you were talking about the scene when he's in the church and then the two zombies turn back. I
It's
replayed that
so
scene
good.
I replayed that scene like
Yeah,
3
I
times.
kept going back. I'm
Yeah,
so
'cause-
serious. I kept going back because I'm like, that is like that. It's so like that scene is just so well made, and then it like pans over the other one. His mouth's just wide open, the staring at him.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
And also,
so
I want to
good.
touch on
Because
how the
what-
film was shot. Like the graininess, I adore it. Like
I adore it
could-
too.
I could watch that all day. Like I
I
wouldn't
was
even mind
confused because I
if
thought the
all the films
graininess.
are made like that.
I thought the graininess was like, oh, this is because this is like a not found footage. This is because this is like a lost
quality
media.
stream or
No,
something.
it's like lost media. This movie disappeared.
Oh yeah,
for, like
you can only
15
have it on like
years.
physical. Like
yeah, and then I was like, okay, I gotta try to watch this somewhere else, and then it was explained to me that it was recorded on a camcorder, so I just
yeah.
Yeah, but
I
like,
wasted a little
loved
bit of
it, man.
time.
I
Sick.
love
but
that.
yeah, I did want to say about that scene. Oh no, I'm losing my train of thought. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Let's move on.
I just wish all of the films kind of kept this like grainy camcorder aesthetic, and maybe it's just
Yeah,
because
that's
I
not
like love
ridiculous.
it. But it's like one of my favorite movies, Inland Empire, kind of has like a weird like shitty camera, like
Yeah.
digital.
Really?
Yeah, and then like shot on video stuff, like I was saying, like Red Spirit Lake or stuff. Like just that, I love that like shitty, like low quality camera. Like you kind of have to like. I think it brings something to, because the camera is not automatically like great looking, you know. So you have to like put more thought behind like your shot selections. At least that's what I would think, because you have to like try to make it captivating for the
you
audience
gotta
in a
make up
different
for
way.
you gotta make up
Right,
for the
yeah,
low
yeah, yeah.
resolution.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I also like just like kind of the reasoning behind the virus. It's just like, you know, short and like just straight to the point, you know, just
Yeah.
scientists working on some chimpanzees, and then that's it. They just have like this sort of virus in them. You
And
would
then they
think
just like
you would think
someone
that's more heavily
someone with a good
guarded, though.
heart. Someone with a good heart was just like, we gotta let him out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
bro,
think
that scene
what
was
makes-
crazy too.
I think what makes the opening sequence of this movie so good is you're kind of in like the same headspace as him. Like, you know, like something's not right, but you're also
Yeah.
like you
He's just
don't
a
know
champ.
you don't
Yeah.
know what state. Yeah, you just don't know what state London's in right now. Like, he's walking
Right.
around. I mean, you might know it's a zombie movie, but you're just like, what is going on? Like, there's nobody anywhere.
Yeah, you're trying to figure it out with
Yeah.
Jim, the character.
Yeah, and like Jim's also like just a smart guy, I guess. Like, even, you know, that scene when they're like driving in the car and he's like, bro, we're not going down this fucking tunnel, bro. Please, let's not go down this tunnel, bro. Let's take the longer route in broad daylight, please. And then Frank's like, hell no, let's just go down this tunnel. And then they'd screw them up. I mean, they got out that fine. But
Bro,
like,
Jim's a chiller. I would love to chill with Jim.
I think what this film does better than any of the other other two, is how well the character's written and how well like I can like connect with these characters. Because
I
like,
agree.
I really connected with like everybody here. Like, Jim, Selena. Like, I genuinely don't remember the names
Yeah.
of any of the other characters. Like, I'm blanking on the
Frank?
names of the people in 28 Years Later, and I saw that today.
Oh yeah.
What?
I'm blanking.
Come on.
Like, I think I for one of the
Come
names,
on.
but
I remember.
Uh,
I remember a couple names, but
Okay, I mean, if I'm being fair, I just forget the names anyway, like
yeah, but like
completely.
I mean,
But I think the characters are good in that movie.
but
so.
I do think this is a good segue into the next film, 28 Weeks, because you can definitely see the dip in quality between like the writing. I don't know if it was just me, and
Yeah.
it's like I don't really care about any of these characters in 28 Weeks. But it's like
exactly.
I like the kids and I
I
like
really
Jeremy
liked.
Renner,
I
but
really like Jeremy Renner, but I hated how he died. It was kind of like a lame sacrifice. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go push
you
this.
said
I'm gonna go push this car and just die.
you said you texted us and you were like, yeah, Jeremy Renner dies so early in the movie.
I mean, that
And
was
I was
like
like, bro, that's
there was like 20
that's
minutes
like
left in the movie when he
15 Yeah,
died.
exactly. It's like 15 minutes left in the movie.
No, I mean,
This-
still, he was like
This was like at the end of the movie
just,
when
just
he died.
when he died, I kind of just like tapped out. I was like,
I think
well,
I understand what you mean. It's because like he wasn't even like really used in the film until like halfway, until like
Yeah,
the
no,
middle.
I agree.
But what I will say about 28 Weeks Later, it's like one of my favorite scenes in this trilogy is in that the opening sequence. I
Oh
love
yeah.
that. I
It
love that.
bangs.
It's like
I-
pure chaos.
it was good, but I think I expected too much because everyone was hyping it up like crazy, and I was
Really,
like,
I didn't
I
hear
was
any hype for
expecting
it, so I
something-
kind of went into it blind.
everybody I talked to about this movie was like, "Oh, the opening scene's so good," and I was like, "I'm watching."
It's
it,
not
like,
better
yeah,
than
this is
28 Days
cool, but it's
opening
not
scene,
like
but
yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's
think the
it's
opening-
debatable.
I think
but,
the
like,
opening of 28
it's
Days
not
is
debatable.
better.
It's not debatable.
I don't know. For me, it is because like I don't know something about like the scene when he's just running out of the house, and then you see all the
That's
infected
cool.
like running over
Yeah,
the
it's
hill
cool.
towards him, and then it's like the score is playing in the back. One thing about the score, they farmed the
They
hell out of the
spam-
score in this movie.
They did.
Bro, they just spam it. It's so
They-
I'm
fun.
not, but
They
I'm
just-
not gonna complain. I mean, they farmed it. I mean, I was having a good time every time they did, but they were going a little overboard.
They were
with it,
going
but
crazy
I mean,
with
I was good with it.
You
But
could
it
tell.
bangs, so I'm
You
like,
could
you
tell
know.
this movie like so badly wanted to replicate what the first one did, and it. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
think it
for
tried
sure.
to
It
do.
just
I don't.
yeah.
I don't think it tried to do anything like unique and new.
I mean, to be fair, they kind of did. They like created like a whole sort of civilization that
mean,
was set up.
Yeah, you got it. Like you got it. I liked that. Like that was interesting at the beginning.
I
but
do-
then I think where it goes after that, I feel like you're just kind of watching the same movie again.
Well, no,
Yeah,
no. I do
but-
think the immunity aspect of the movie is an interesting thing. I just wish they'd delve into it more.
Yeah,
we
because
just-
like I
We just have two car scenes. One in 28 days later, it's one in 28 weeks later. It just feels like a
Yeah.
replica. It just feels like a replica.
yeah, I don't
And-
know. I
and-
mean, they did introduce some new things. You know, like the whole city here. You know, you get like helicopters and stuff. You get like an actual military here that's doing
Yeah.
something, and you
But then-
introduce the
yeah.
aspect of immunity.
But the military's like decisions were interesting.
Oh, definitely
Ridiculous.
But I thought it was
Like, some of the
ridiculous.
dumbest decisions
It
were
was
made in this
ridiculous.
film.
It's like,
Bro,
yeah,
they had
what-
the woman in the chair and the guy just like walks in. It's
Yeah,
like, there's
yeah,
no,
first
like,
of
what are
all,
we doing?
There's nobody guarding that room at all. He just
It's
walks
so
in.
funny, bro. It's so funny.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
And then
It's-
for
it is
some reason,
ridiculous.
then like when he first gets outside and starts like killing people,
Yeah.
people with guns that just stand there and don't even like you're watching this guy about you don't they didn't even try to kill him. I swear they didn't even try to kill him. I'm watching this scene, I'm like, what is going on? Like,
Yeah.
and what's his name? Isn't like what's his name? Idris Elba's in this, right? Idris
Yeah,
Yeah,
Elba's-
just randomly in this.
Elba's just like watching this go down.
Bro, he's just like there. Like he
He's-
really is just like there.
He's there. I was like, oh, sick. Idris Elba's in this movie, and then he just was like useless.
I do like the scene where it's Jeremy Renner and the kids and that guy and then like the alleyway, and then the guy with the gun on like the tower is like shooting them down, or like the ledge,
Yeah.
and he's trying to convince the guy like run,
Yeah, just zigzag.
and then bro's like freaking out, and then the kid just runs. I thought that was so funny.
But I will say it doesn't feel like they touched on the mother's immunity, but like I feel like they never touched on the kid's immunity at all. Like,
Well, they
I
just
feel
like they were just like, oh yeah, he's immune. It's
yeah,
like a
which
plot
I
twist,
felt
you
is
know?
weird because like, you know, I feel like they should have done something with that. But I guess
Yeah.
not. I also like the aspects of like you start off the film and it's like, yeah, they're all dead. It's like, yeah, all the last of the infected died already. And so you're like, okay, this
I
is
also really hated the part. Okay, no, this might be the worst. This is awful. When I might bump my rating down this movie because it's so ridiculous.
no way.
But the scene where the kids escape and run outside, like Jeremy Renner sees them, and he
Yeah.
makes a
No,
call
I like
out.
that scene. I like that
Yeah,
scene.
he calls it in.
He makes a call out,
This is the
and
puppies.
they just do nothing.
The puppies. Yeah. No, I like that scene where they go back to the house.
Yeah, and it's like there's just no one after them until they get to their home, until the kids get to their home, meet with their mother, and then they show up. I'm like, okay, why did it take you like 3 hours to get here?
They did like jump scare me with they quickly cut to some cockroaches, and that like really scared the shit out of me. And then like they like show like maggots. I was like, bro, why are they like spamming bugs on me? This is crazy.
Yeah, like I don't know. The military in this film was just like, it's cool that there was a military, but like they were the most like inept like people ever. Like they just didn't know what was going on. I'm like, I thought you guys were strategic with it, You think security would be a lot more. And it's like, and then everyone's like, it's like a zombie virus just took place, and then they're all like, yeah, we're like chill now. It's like, I don't think it's only been like what, six months. I don't think you can say you're chill just yet. Give it a couple of years before you guys calm down. Cause like, yeah, it's like, I mean, yeah, it's like they not only did they bring this woman back, they also confirmed she had the virus in her. And after that, they just left her completely on guard. I'm like,
bro, she had that fucked up eye. Crazy.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, she has the virus. Okay, so.
And then they just never revisited that.
They never. Yeah, it's like I thought they were just gonna like cure the infection, and then it's just like it just never.
Yeah, I genuinely thought this like movie was gonna be like around. They see the mom has the infection, so then she dies, obviously, and then you realize the kid has, the same genetics, so they're gonna try like, rush to make a cure out of this, and then just like they just don't work on that at all. I was all like, okay, this is. Speaking of which, what do you guys all rate this movie?
I give it 2.5.
2.5.
I rated it 3-star. I still think some of the visuals here look pretty cool.
Some of the visuals were good. I will say we're kind of shitting on the movie, but I do want to touch up on like some of the good aspects, because I do think there's good. I think I do think some of the visuals are cool. I like the helicopter scene with like the helicopter just like destroying. I thought that was cool.
It didn't make sense.
Sure, it's a dumb 2000s.
How is the blade hitting them?
It's a dumb 2000s.
That's like movie. The weirdest. Like, I don't think any helicopter driver is doing that at all.
Yeah,
bro. I don't care about it. It looks sick.
Also, what were your guys' thoughts on Rose Byrne's character?
She was good in the movie.
She was just like fine. Whatever for me, right? Like that's just good. My thing on like basically everyone in this movie. Everyone is just like some of the most whatever characters ever. They're do just like kind of like pushing the plot. Yeah, Renner's cool. He just didn't have enough.
He didn't have enough to do. Yeah,
like his script just didn't do justice for him or his characters. So it's like all of these characters felt like just plot devices to move the story forward, and you don't really like. There's nothing the characters like really do in this movie. Like they're just, I don't know. They don't do enough for me to care about what's going on, or I don't know. It just felt like kind of stupid, I think.
It should have been focused on Renner and the kids, which I mean, it kind of is, but it should have been.
Or even just Byrne and the kids at this point. But like, they didn't do enough for any character for me to actually care about any one of them.
They didn't. Yeah, the writing is. You can clearly tell it's a step down writing, and the direction's a whole lot different. Because it's not that film grainy. It's like a weird it's like a 2000s like monster movie. Like it's like It's like a movie I would see my grandfather watching on like the Sci-Fi Network,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's still a fine movie. I just was kind of bored with it, and I thought the writing was whatever.
It's just mid. It's just mid.
Yeah, no, it's mid. I kind of wish Kyrie was here because he's the highest on it out of all of us.
He thinks it has sauce.
He said JCF directed the hell out of this, which I thought was so funny.
I think I think it has no sauce. Kyvie thinks it has a lot of sauce, which is interesting.
It has no. It has some sauce. It has
I
some
don't
sauce.
think it does.
Yeah, I'm on the little bit of sauce. Like
It has
it's
some
nothing
sauce.
crazy. Like
I think it's
But it's not.
sauce.
It's not crazy.
I think the plot is just kind of like character decisions drive this film down for me because like it's just stupid what some of these characters do, just plain stupid. And I
Yeah.
think that's just the writers just like trying to make a plot that wouldn't normally work, just try to make it happen with some of these decisions.
It just feels like a sequel made by a different director. It feels like
Well,
exactly what
that's
it is.
it is.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's what you would expect going into a movie that's
Yeah.
a sequel made by a different director. It's like it's just
There's like some stuff that's like it kind of was like, oh, okay, is this like a real movie? And then it like
Yeah.
and it just falls back into, oh, okay, like what you're saying. It's just like, oh, okay, this is what I expected.
Yeah, like it starts off really strong for me with that opening and then
I-
just kind
I
of goes
thought-
downhill from there.
There was a point.
Yeah.
There was a point early on where I was like, okay, this is like I could see myself liking this more than the first one. Then it fell
Yeah.
off pretty quick.
Yeah, this is the same thing I had.
But yeah, I think we could jump into
Yeah, I was gonna bring up. It's weird that they do this, the whole immunity thing, in weeks, and then like, because it's like you have someone that is immune to the virus with the boy, and it's like how are we making a sequel to this? You know, it's like
yeah.
how
I think they kind of like scrapped that idea. It seems like they kind of
Well,
ignored it.
no, I was gonna get into it, but I was gonna say the immunity is like kind of in the new movie, in a way. It's
I
like
guess.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
yeah, there's a little bit of it. Okay, so fully spoilers. If you've not seen this movie and you've seen the other ones,
Just
click
skip
off.
ahead to our draft.
Skip ahead. But the baby that was born
Right.
does not have is not infected. It is completely a normal baby. So I was like, oh, that's the immunity. That's how I took it. It's the
Okay.
immunity. And not because it's like it doesn't make sense that it's not infected because it's in the infected mother unless that mother had the immunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't have
Or like
immunity.
it passed down like genetically. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
I feel like let's run it back and just like talk about our brief thoughts on the film and then let's
Sure.
dive into it.
Yeah.
We kind of just dumped into a random scene in the film.
So yeah. I think this movie's really good. I think it's the best of the trilogy.
Okay, that's kind
Ooh.
of crazy.
Wow.
I think the characters in this one are the most interesting. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson is really good in this.
He is
I
really
like
good.
He is really good in this movie. I also think that the child actor in this is pretty good too. I've heard like mixed opinions on that, but I think he's
No, I like him. He's good.
I will say I really didn't like the opening scene.
Hmm.
Like really didn't like it.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was like I watched the opening scene. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be bad. And then I'm serious. Like I just really didn't like it.
That's
And I don't think
crazy.
it looked I thought the high quality with the like I mean, we'll get into it, but like the zombies are different when you get to 28 years later. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
they look like zombies. And I just thought like, oh, this really high quality shot movie with these normal looking zombies like they look in the other ones just looks like it was shot. It looks too amateur, I think, in the first scene. It just doesn't look good. I think it looks really bad. I think it's like kind of cringe, honestly. But
The opening sequence feels like just like a slight step down from the 28 weeks later. It's kind of like the same thing.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought the whole church scene was like just like kind of stupid. I just thought it was
That
dumb.
was a little strange.
That
Yeah.
was a little interesting, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind the opening. I was just like, oh, it's a 28-day, like it's a 28 movie. This is how it opens, you know.
Yeah.
And it's maybe because I watched all three of these movies in the same day that I was just like, okay, you know, it's what it is. It didn't bother me, but it didn't like move me. You know, I'm just kind of
Yeah.
indifferent towards it.
But
But then the movie like picks up.
I loved the whole like island thing with like the tides and how they have to go to a certain time. And
Yeah,
once
that was
they get
cool.
there, once they
Yeah.
get there, they're trapped. I just thought that was a really like cool thing to add. And dude, some of the shots in this movie are insane.
Insane.
Like we need to
Insane.
talk. We need to talk about the Alpha, the coolest thing they've done in this franchise so far.
Yeah.
By far, the first scene you see him when he's just standing on the hill, and like ATJ
Yeah.
says something so cool, like he's waiting and he's just standing there watching them all night.
There was
It's
aura
so
farming.
cool. It's so cool. Like the first scene where they see the Alpha is just insane. Where he's standing
Yeah.
at the top of the hill, you see all the zombies standing behind him. Just
And then it's like
every
we gotta
shot-
run.
every shot with that that landscape, like that horizon with
Yeah.
the tree at the top, is just those shots are ridiculous. They're so,
it's
good. It's so good. Like genuinely terrifying, those scenes. It's so good.
Jonathan, did you like Aaron Taylor Johnson in this movie?
I did.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
it was good.
I think
Because
he was a little underutilized. I think I feel
I
like
agree.
he was kind of here, kind of for the first act a little bit for the introduction into this world, and then the rest of the cast takes over for the rest. Which I was like, this is cool and
That's
all,
my
but I
thing.
would have really liked Aaron Taylor Johnson to be here for the rest
That's my
of the
thing.
story.
I think the movie kind of takes a dip after Aaron Taylor Johnson leaves. Because I don't really care about the kid as much as I do with him and Aaron Taylor Johnson's character.
I mean, not only that,
Because I
it's
like their
also that-
dynamic.
yeah, their dynamic's cool, but also Aaron Taylor Johnson's kind of just like a badass. In this,
Yeah, well,
like in all the-
I'm kind of indifferent towards him. Like I thought he was like whatever in Nosferatu. Like,
Oh, I thought he was
As
good
an
in
actor?
Nosferatu. I liked him in
yeah, his
Nosferatu.
performance in Nosferatu is like, well, it's so weird in that movie. But it's
really, I
it's
liked him in
fine.
Nosferatu.
I like him. He's just like the whole time. He's just like he has no clue what's going on. He's just losing his mind. I think
Yeah.
it's so good.
But then like, I mean, I don't like anything about Bullet Train. So, but that's my only thing with Aaron Taylor Johnson. This
Hey,
is the first
Fall
movie where I was
Guy.
like, okay,
Fall Guy, David Leitch picture.
Yeah, let's not do
We-
the David G. This is gonna be the David.
hey,
G.
no, not again, not
David
again.
Leitch incident.
There will be a David Leitch shout every episode.
Yeah, we gotta hit the JCS quota too. Anyway, no. But this was like the first movie where I was like, okay, Aaron Taylor Johnson's like a good actor. I don't know,
Really?
maybe I've seen him in other things, but like, yeah, because I don't know, I wasn't really sold on him before.
Really,
I
have you
thought
seen have you seen Kick-Ass at all? I think that's like a fun little.
No, I
Early
haven't.
on
But,
career.
that's like, yeah, that's like what he like got famous
Early.
for.
Yeah, I
I think it's
like an
fun. Like I
Terminator.
think he's solid in that. I mean,
I
I haven't
don't
seen
know.
that movie in forever,
I
but
thought he was pretty
But
good
I
in
do-
Nosferatu.
He's my favorite part in this movie. I thought he was so
Yeah.
much fun,
Oh,
and like he's
Uh,
so good.
let's talk about Ray Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes was good, but it's
Ray
like
Fiennes
people
was
are.
awesome.
I saw someone saying this was a career best performance for Ray Fiennes. I'm like, calm down.
Whoa,
Calm
Yeah,
down.
we can.
whoa!
Yeah, I
We
wouldn't
can
even.
we can
put it in
shut
this-
that out.
It's not
Yeah,
I
even
don't
top.
even know
Shut that
if I've seen 10 Ray Fiennes movies, but it's definitely not in his top 10.
It's not in his top 10.
Like
He's
I
So
don't.
we got a
good.
better Ray Fiennes movie
I'm a-
performance
we can-
last year.
Yeah, we did.
Conclave,
And I think-
Grand
and I think 20
Budapest,
years later is
Schindler's
better.
List.
We did
Grand
get a
Budapest
better
is probably his best. Yeah.
Yeah,
Schindler's
like,
List. Schindler's List.
oh, he's great in
Yeah.
Schindler's List. I would even take him in Bruges. I mean, he's great. in
Dude,
that
give
movie.
me Voldemort. Come on,
True.
Oh yeah,
he's
yeah. Let's
great.
take like every movie he's been Voldemort in, and I can put that above this
Yeah,
performance.
yes, you can.
But
I
he's
mean,
still good.
listen,
He's
he's
still
good in the movie.
because
He's
Ray
good
Fiennes
in the
is
He's,
movie.
always
I mean,
good.
he's always good,
He's
but
really
like
He's always good. That's the
he's
thing.
he's also another guy. It felt like
It just
you know-
sounded like we were hating on the performance. He's good in this movie.
no, he's great in this movie. That's the thing about this film. I feel like they had two great people they could use with Aaron Taylor Johnson and Ray Fiennes, but they were in like so little of the film.
Yeah.
Like I
didn't
Aaron
think-
Taylor Johnson
like,
in the
I was
beginning,
watching
and
the
Ray Fiennes
film.
was at the end.
yeah, because I was watching the film. I'm like, yo, when is Ray Fiennes supposed to pull up, bro? Why
I
Yeah,
didn't
'cause I
even
knew
know.
about-
I
and
didn't
it's
even
like-
know he was in it. I didn't look at the
No,
cast.
I knew he was in it because I like
Yeah.
saw him like at the red carpet and like saw.
and I've seen him in like the trailer, and I'm like,
Okay.
okay, and
Yeah,
I'm
I had
like,
no
okay,
clue.
and
I
it
had no
seemed like they
clue.
were marketing him as a big part of this film, and I guess he is kind of a big part of this
I
film.
thought he was
like,
gonna be like the bad guy. Like I actually did.
oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like going into it, like watching the film, I was like,
Like he's gonna be like
is Ray Fiennes gonna be the villain,
Yeah.
and then
But
he's
no,
just
he's just like a hippie.
he's kind of another protagonist, but like he's kind of sick as well because like this guy's just been living by himself, and he's just amassed bodies upon bodies of
Yeah.
zombies. Like we're talking like this feels like thousands. 'Cause
Yeah, and he has
This is
bunch
a
of
guy
heads.
who's who's been doing this for like decades, basically.
Okay, so I do want to talk about in the last 30 minutes of this movie, it takes like a crazy turn and gets like emotional and like that's why, like I said in my review,
Yeah, I
that
didn't care about that.
this isn't a horror movie, but I actually thought that sequence was great. Like I thought when they
See,
find
that's where
Ray
it kinda
Fiennes
lost
to
me.
the end, I thought it was really, really good from there on.
I like the Memento Mori stuff, but it's like after that, it's
My
like I feel like they just went too much into it, and they were like, "Guys, try to feel something." Where I just like didn't. I was like,
liked
"No,
it.
I want
I
the
liked that.
cool like killing the zombies." That's why I came to this
Yeah,
movie.
no, I liked more of the zombie side. Like, probably my favorite part of this is when Aaron Taylor Johnson and his kid Spike, right? That's his name. They're
Yes,
like
they
heading
go
back
hunting.
home, and they're heading back home, right? And then you see
Yeah.
the zombie behind them. There,
You
and
just
he's like,
see the
"Really?"
water. You just
And
see
I'm
the
running,
tracks
bro.
in the water. Yeah.
and bro, I was just like sitting up. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This guy's just running full speed, and like
Yeah,
it's
I
just like
think-
shot so well. Like the tension's like an all-time high in that
I
scene.
think the idea of giving them like that intelligent zombie, like the alpha that just like knows where they are, is following them the whole time, just adds like it makes it so much more intense.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
whole
also like,
time, every time they make it, like their scenes, every time they make a noise, you're
Yeah.
like, whoa, like be quiet.
I also want to touch on that because it's like they're actually like showing some evolution within the infected as well.
Yeah.
Like I think that's like a really nice touch. Like the alpha, like it looks like he has like a pinch of like humanity in air quotes. I don't really know how you would describe it. Like this is
Yeah,
a guy who literally has a female partner and has had a child with this partner. So
right.
I felt like that was such like an interesting like, turn on where this like infected is going. It's like now it's like these people can just like repopulate other than just through like, spreading the virus via bite, saliva, blood things. And I'm like, okay, this
Well, bringing
could
it back
legit be
to
like
like
an
Ray Fiennes,
unstoppable.
it's like so interesting because he's like compassionate for this guy.
Yeah.
He like doesn't want to kill him,
Yeah.
and he knows like an arrow won't be, it'll just like slow him down. But that's why he uses the blow darts. He's not
Yeah.
he's against like killing him because he does feel like some sort of compassion, even though like the guy tries to kill and convert, Ray Fiennes. He's still like.
He's
He still
literally
has that compassion.
ripping people's spines
Ripping
out of
him
their
up.
I
body.
mean, to
Yeah.
be fair, like I really like that aspect of Ray Fiennes because like this guy's like first and foremost a doctor, and so he's just got such like an experimental mind to him. He just wants to study and just learn more.
Right.
And I feel like he's gonna be such an important character moving forward in this trilogy.
100%.
I think he's like one of like the key guys here. Speaking of which, I do want to touch on like the final sequence
The
of this
very
movie
final.
because this is
Bro.
just like
Ruins-
that sequence just
No,
ruins
threw me
it's
off,
so
like,
good. It's
completely.
so
Bro.
good,
No, it's terrible.
bro. It's so good.
For everyone who's what we're talking about. It's when the kid is just by himself and some zombies pull up on him, so he's just shooting him down.
Yeah,
And then there's like a
he's
horde
stuck.
coming at him. So then there's this dude who just pulls up and is like, he's wearing like the British
Bro, the
tracksuit
chain
on,
and the
like the
tracksuit.
chain. He's looking like a roadman, and
Bro, he
he's
looks
got
so
his whole
cool.
like gang behind him, all wearing colorful tracksuits. Like, yeah, let me
Let's join
step
in.
Yeah, let me help you out. We'll take him
Bro, it
down.
turns
You know,
into
it's a fun
Kill
time
Bill.
for us.
It's so sick.
It's Jack O'Connell too.
Yeah,
It
it's
is,
Jack
yeah.
And
It's
I'm
so
pretty sure this
cool.
is supposed to be the kid in the opening because of the necklace.
Mm,
The necklace, because
okay, yeah.
his father was a priest. He
Yes,
gave him
yes.
the cross, and he wore it, and the cross was upside down. And then
Yeah.
you see him again at the end, and it was him. So
Yeah,
We're
I'm gonna
assuming-
be honest. I really, really, really liked how like he goes off on his own. He's like he wants to explore farther. He wants to see how far he can go, and then he's gonna come back. Like he literally comes
Said,
back
"Fuck
to
the
the
baby."
island. He comes back
Drops
to the
off the
island,
baby.
drops off the baby with a note, and he's just like I love those like ending monologue stuff. And then
yeah,
I'm like, okay, we're gonna get one last cool scene of him killing zombies, and it's gonna end. And then, dude,
Bro, we do.
Like,
We get
I
one cool scene
know.
of people
I
killing zombies.
actually hated
Oh,
that.
it's so
I
cool.
Genuinely,
It's so
like
sick, bro.
this is a 4-star movie, but I genuinely hated that. Like it pissed me off so
No,
much.
bro.
I'm
This
like,
is a three
that
and a half.
just
I thought
completely
about
killed. Like, dude, from now on, when I watch this movie, I'm gonna turn it off right before that happens
no, bro.
because
No,
no,
it's so sick.
because I
It's
think,
so good.
dude, you end the movie off with like this tone that they just completely kill it.
It's so shocking and it's so funny.
It's not even like I was
Bro,
just like
I saw everyone on Twitter being like
I
the
hated
most
it.
shocking ending ever.
I hated
And I
it.
like saw this and I like and like even when it came, like it shocked me because it's just it's so tonally different.
I'm
Justin, where are
I'm
you at
kind
with
of
it?
like in between both of your guys' sides. Like I completely understand Caden's take on this because it's like, you know, this film has had its like own sort of mood and atmosphere like
Yeah.
throughout the entirety of its film. And you see the kid, you know, he's just taking down zombies on his own. He's like doing what his father taught and what he's learned on his own now being in the wild. And then just
And the
it's
music-
like okay, it's
the
like okay,
music
he
makes it
kills this
worse.
last guy and we're gonna see the credits end, right? And I was like, okay, this is but then you just see these guys pop out of nowhere and do some like kung fu stunts on these
Bro,
zombies.
it's so
and,
cool.
and I'm
Yeah,
all
man.
like, I was like, I still can't really wrap my head around this. Like, I still don't know what to think. I'm all like, this is really cool.
It's setting up for the
but
next one.
it's-
That's what it is.
It's definitely a setup for the
And
next
now I'm
one, but I
worried about
feel
the
like
next
there
one.
could have been a
No,
better way to do that instead of like just
Sure.
shifting the tone
It's not-
as crazy as
It's
it did.
not a perfect like, you know,
It
thing.
ruined
but-
the serious tone of the movie. It ruined it.
Yeah, but I didn't. The thing is, I didn't really care for the serious tone. So, and I wanted more goofy stuff. And so when I got
Well, there
more
was
goofy
nothing
stuff, I was
goofy
like,
about
whoa.
the movie. There was
Well, no,
nothing
no,
goofy.
okay.
about the movie.
Okay, my favorite part of the movie, and where I think the movie is like great, like actually like great, is with Aaron Taylor Johnson. They go hunting with Spike. It's Jamie and Spike, and they go and that whole hunting scene from them going into like going across and then coming back, like and that like to where they celebrate, like
Mhm.
that whole section of the movie is incredible to me. And I love, we didn't talk about this, but that this like feels like a video game to me. Like that, like it felt video gamey. It felt like Last of Us, you know, which
I
Last
don't
of
know.
Us
I didn't really have that
definitely
kind of vibe.
inspired. But no. The bro, every single kill was so sick. When they
Oh yeah,
every time they
I
shot the
like
bow,
what they do with the
you
camera.
felt every single blow.
bro, I was
Yeah.
like, I
You felt
literally
every arrow.
I was like, this is crazy. And they zoom, they like do like a snap cut to like the other angle.
Oh
Bro,
yeah.
so
It's like
sick.
I remember in the
Did you
beginning.
see the rigs they had with all these iPhones lined up on a metal?
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I
God.
love the scenes where it's all like you see these guys like crawling up right here, and it's like the camera's right here, and they just like a boom right here, and I'm all like,
Yeah.
yo, this is so clean. This is so
the zombies also looked so
Bro, it's
much
like a
better.
90, like it's like a 90-degree bullet time. It's like crazy.
I love that the zombies look like zombies now. Like the infected actually look like zombies. And
Yeah, it's
I
Bro,
so
and
love,
that
weird.
guy
I
with
love
that huge dong.
yeah, insane. Just like on the screen the whole movie. Literally the whole movie. But
Bro has more
dude, the
screen
one
time than
the
Aaron
one
Taylor
scene
Johnson.
where Ray Fiennes like freezes him, the theater was like laughing because it was just on screen for like 30 seconds. It's just
Yeah.
just completely careless. But yeah, I
was
love
gonna ask-
love little fat guys too that crawl.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Yeah.
how you guys feel about that dumb fucking Swede. That
Bro,
Swedish guy.
I mean, I will say some of the funniest scenes came from him. Like
Bro, it was
when
funny.
he's just like talking with them, is like, you know, we used to be online. Is like, you don't even know what online is.
No, I like the
I
part-
laughed during that scene,
I
and
like the
also
part
the
where-
scene when he shows his girlfriend. That
Oh,
was
the
so
girlfriend,
yeah.
yeah.
dope,
It was
bro.
funny.
That was so fun.
The funniest part is when he's like, where because she's like, obviously like has like brain cancer. The mom obviously has
Yeah.
like brain cancer, and
Yeah.
she thinks that Spike is her dad, and she keeps calling him daddy, and he's just like, what the fuck? You could just see him. He's like, what?
He's like, I
"What's
know there's
going
probably
on?"
inbreeding here, but this is like a
This
whole
is-
nother fucked up level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the interactions between
interactions
Spike
were
and
so
the
good.
Swedish guy was actually pretty funny. I did like that addition.
Yeah,
but
liked
I
that.
just
Okay.
can't help but wonder what it would be like with him and Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
Don't
I
worry
wanna
about
say
it.
though-
cool.
I do
Would've
want to
been
throw
cool.
out kind of like this military, just like this thing kind of just like dropped out of nowhere. Like you
Yeah,
just
it just,
see
like,
these guys
literally
just like
came.
start running away from zombies, and then later he shows up to save Spike and Isla in that gas station. And I'm all like, okay,
Hey, bro,
I
remember
did
the
want to know
names.
some of the context
I
behind what
think
was
he
going
was
on.
with a different. He said their like boat crashed or something, and they like 'cause the
Yeah.
island was quarantined, nobody's coming to save them, and he was like, I wonder if he wasn't with those guys because it looked like they all, you
Well,
know,
no. He
died.
was, because he said that he said he was with a crew of 8 and he was the only one to survive.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But I thought it
Yeah.
was interesting that, like, in the opening of the movie, I thought it was really interesting. I was like, oh, they're using bow and arrows. It's like
Yeah.
we've seen guns for the past 2 movies,
Right.
and there's a lot of guns. But this is like an interesting, because it's like a survival, like, village aspect of,
Yeah,
like,
it's
actual
reusable
hunting.
ammunition.
Yeah, and then they just like, they're like, hey guys, remember the guns? You know, it's like we just go back to the guns.
I
thing,
do think
guys.
it's cool though because it shows like it shows like the power of the alpha because it's a bunch of guys with guns. They just get completely destroyed
Yeah.
by them, and then once it's like obviously they didn't go there on purpose. Like their boat
Mhm.
crashed. They say that, and then the last one obviously dies, and you're like, okay, well that's it. We're back to bows and arrows now. I just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of like.
I do think that this film really does like a good job of like depicting it being 28 years later. Like I feel like
Mhm.
it really like does like feel like a world that's been lived in, you know, with like the
Yeah.
island, you know,
Right.
just the way of life and everything, just all the customs they have. You know, if you leave here, you know the rules, we're not going back. And I love like just like the tiny details, you know, like after, you know, they're running back from they're running back home, like Aaron Taylor Johnson and his son. And you know, they kill the zombie, right? And they want to get in, but then the woman's all like, wait, she's like, you know, she's waiting for like the 10-20 seconds to see if they change or not into the
Mhm.
infected before she lets them in. Like I think
Yeah.
that just like those nice little touches there really do make the movie like just feel like the atmosphere just feels a lot better than, you know, some of the other films out there, like
Yeah.
especially Weeks for sure.
The only thing, I mean, this is more of like a cinnamon sins. All right, cinema sins. Like cherry pick, but or nitpick. I think
Jerry.
it was cherry.
Oh.
Nitpick.
Nitpick.
I think it was like funny how when like that same scene you're saying when they're running back, and then they shoot the alpha a bunch of times and he like falls over but he gets back up and they hit him with a
Mhm.
big arrow with flames on it and he falls, he's like knocked out. And then I was thinking like I don't think this guy would go back to the island. I think he's there. Like wouldn't he just like jump the fence and start like murking everybody? You know what I mean?
I don't think
Yeah,
he can
no,
jump
that's
the
fair.
fence. I don't know if he's that OP.
I mean, dude, he literally like the scene where they're like underground with Ray Fiennes, he just like throws his fist through the ground. Like this dude definitely could have like ran through
He can't. I don't think he can Hulk jump, but he can like.
I definitely
think he could
he
probably
could have like
try to break
ran
that barrier.
Yeah, he could have definitely done some
broken through that
damage.
wooden door. But yeah, I don't know.
I think that would have been interesting. Is like the whole, because they set up like a village and a
Yeah.
town.
I
Of
was
like what
worried.
happens when the infected get into that area.
I had a feeling where it was going is we were going to see the village get like infiltrated by the infected.
Mm.
Yeah, I
I
thought
feel
that'd
like
be cool.
I feel like that's
That-
probably something
that's
that
the
might get set
future.
up in a future.
That might be.
film.
Yeah, that's what.
That's
I
gonna
do
be like
think
the
they're, like-
final
I
showdown.
think this thing with the baby's cool because that baby might be like important, like
Mm.
really important. Like this baby
Yeah.
was born normal from infected. Like that might end up being
Yeah.
playing a pretty important role. But yeah,
They might. That I think that might like be like the cure to the infection. You know.
I do
like,
expect
that
Aaron
baby.
Taylor Johnson and Ray Fiennes to play a bigger role in future films.
They have to, bro.
Especially, I really hope, especially Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I am worried about the next film though because it's not directed by Danny Boyle.
Is it
Oh,
not?
is it not?
What the plan? If on Letterboxd, there's supposed to be 2 more movies, and the next
Mhm.
one
Yeah.
is not directed by Danny Boyle, but the third one is directed by Danny Boyle.
Oh, I do see.
Who's directing the second one?
Nia
What?
DaCosta. She is the director of the Candyman movie from 2021, and also the director of The Marvels. So
yikes. Yikes.
Ooh.
I don't know. Marvel's is not
It's-
bad. I think I like the character work in Marvel's. That's the
Fair.
one. What's the one plus I'll give it? Like the chemistry between the characters are fine. I mean, the
That's
villain's
another-
obviously abysmal in that film.
That's
I
another
think
one
Jesus
star
characters
hates
are
movie.
fine.
women.
That's another 1-star movie. It's
But
atrocious.
Candyman,
Old
the
is better, though.
Candyman movie's fine. It's I do need to give that a rewatch.
Old is
I
better.
haven't seen the OG one, so
We won.
I really
We
don't
won.
have any basis on that. But I don't know.
Wait,
Character work seems-
you've seen the newer Candyman without seeing the original?
Yeah, I kind of just
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't know.
bro. You're actually
I didn't
washed.
know when I went to see it. I didn't know there was an
You're
OG.
washed, bro.
I did
That's
not know there was an
crazy.
OG.
That's crazy.
This was before I had ball knowledge.
But I'm curious to see back to 28 years later. I'm curious to see where it goes from here, and like also I'm curious to see what the name of the next one will be because I don't.
We
you
do
know,
see
it's
the name
part
here.
2.
It says
I think it says part 2 on Letterboxd.
no,
right?
it
It's called
says
the Bone Temple.
part 2, the Bone Temple.
That's just dumb.
I think it's cool.
Yeah,
It's
I think
like
part 2 is fine.
I think
guess.
it's weird. I think it's really weird that we're getting a sequel
3 of
directed by
these.
Nia DaCosta, and then we're getting another sequel directed by Danny Boyle.
Well, they have to.
Hmm.
Danny Boyle has to take
And the
one
only
off, one on. Apparently,
the only cast member for part 3 right now is Killian Murphy.
yeah. I'm curious to see a Jim.
Oh, I'm hyped for
back in
Killian,
this.
bro. Like I
Yeah.
hope he plays a big role here.
I do
I mean,
think
that's
excited.
definitely fan service. Like,
Bro,
but,
what if he like
bro,
comes
I'm-
like fucking Ash? Like he just like starts like actually fucking murking people.
bro, when he
I'm
shows up,
I'm here.
when he shows up, I fully expect that score to boom in my ears. I need that.
Boom.
I need that all
5
up,
big booms
all
for that
up in
one.
that theater. bro.
Why
I
didn't
need
they
it.
use the? I thought it was weird they didn't use that in this one.
I think it's fine. I wish they did for at least one scene, but I
to
think
be
it's
fair,
cool
the
that
sound
they didn't use it
design
at all.
was still ridiculous. The
Yeah, the
first
sound design
time,
was great.
For sure.
the first time they go across the like bridge
the
in the
island,
boots
yeah,
in the
the bridge.
boots poem is playing. Like I didn't
Yeah.
expect that to be in the movie. I thought it was just the trailer. Like that scene is so good, and I
Oh.
really liked like the night vision shots.
Oh
I thought
yeah, the
so
red,
good.
the red is
They were
crazy.
so good. Like, and what made them good is I couldn't tell if that was like it was just showing that, or if that was like near them. Because there was a couple times I was like, is this supposed to be like in the vicinity? Because it's pitch black. They're in this house, and it's showing like these infrared shot or whatever, like these night vision shots of like deer and zombies everywhere. And I'm like, dude, this might be like 15 feet away from them, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It just like it that scene where they're in the house, it's you feel like how isolated and like
Yeah,
surrounded they are by like there's the only thing between them and their home is just infected everywhere, and I think it's so cool. I think it's so good.
yeah.
I hope
do.
for the next one we get more fucking kung fu kicks and cool
No.
action.
You don't want that.
I don't
No,
know.
I
I just want to see like Aaron Taylor Johnson, like Ray Fiennes. Like I'm fully expecting like Aaron Taylor Johnson to venture out himself now to look for his kid or something like that. Something along those
That's
lines.
definitely gonna happen.
But I don't know if he will because he didn't do it earlier. Like he just didn't do it before. Like because like he saw his like kid and his wife are just like gone, but he decided just to not go after him.
Okay,
I don't know
I'm
if
gonna
that's
ask,
just because of the island's customs to like not go after people.
well, I'm gonna
I
ask.
think-
Do you guys think this would be better as a like fucking ridiculously long movie, like this trilogy, or do you
Well,
think that
The
it's better
Sorry.
to split them up? Because this definitely feels like part one.
I do
You know?
I do want it. It looks because the next movie does have like Alfie Williams, Jack O'Connell, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Ray Fiennes, Killian Murphy. So I do like this as a trilogy. Like I do
Yeah,
want to see
I'm-
more. I do want to see more of this because what they set up is really interesting.
I'm more on the trilogy side as well
Sure.
because like I feel like there's just so much stuff that's just been set up. You know, this child, this new gang group, this the island, Ray finds this thing going on. There's just like so many aspects. I don't think you can fit this into just like even just one long movie. I feel like it's better that they split it up into multiple
I think
parts
you can
here
fit
to
this
like
into like an
dive.
hour.
What?
I think you can fit this movie into like an hour and a half, or like an
Well,
hour.
this specific movie, yeah.
That's what I'm
This
saying.
movie, this would
Uh,
not.
And the whole
Oh.
the whole trilogy is like 3
No.
hours or something, 3.5 hours. Like
Yeah, I mean, I'm not expecting the entire trilogy to be like one long. I don't think like I wouldn't have it that way.
because
I think
this
Yeah,
movie
I
feels like
agree.
Act One. You know,
it
that's kinda
does.
what
I
I
mean, that's what
don't
it is, though.
like.
That's what it is. So it's an
Sure.
Act One.
But it's like I don't know. I felt that it was kind of annoying, but it doesn't really bother me a whole lot. But I was just like, oh, it's just set up. You know, it's just set up. I don't know. Maybe this.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what the plan is, I guess. I mean, it's still like Loki. If the movie ended off right before that gang showed up, that's a good movie. Like that's just like a movie that feels like that just feels like a movie because that gang pulled up at the end. It just like it's like now it's
Ruins it.
connecting into something else. If you cut it off before the gang shows up at the very end, it feels like one independent film.
Would have been
It
perfect.
does feel
Yo,
like it.
get John Woo to direct the second one.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
No.
bro. Let's do it.
No, we'll be cooked.
You never
Very
even seen
good.
a John Woo movie besides MI2?
I don't think so, but
I've seen
Yeah, bro.
I've seen Face
Yeah, bro.
Off.
we don't want that.
Yeah, peak. Face Off is better than this movie. Bro, you haven't
Yeah,
seen Face Off. You gotta watch Face Off. Face
Yeah,
Off is
Face Off is
great.
better. Yeah, Face Off is better than 28. But that's like a hard
Face Off
movie
is
to like compare.
great.
It's like two very different films. It's just stupid to try and compare them.
I just
But
I just think it would be funny if like we got like a martial arts like 28 Days Later movie.
Yeah.
But there's no way that entire film's gonna be like that.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but
Yeah, you could have like John Woo work on like during the choreography part, sure, but I wouldn't want him directing a whole movie with like character development and things like that.
yeah. Give him the whole movie. It's better than the fucking Candy Woman.
The hell's the Candy Woman?
the girl that directed Candyman.
the Candy Woman.
What are you talking about?
The girl that's directing the next one, the Candy Woman.
Yeah.
Bro, this is the Marvels woman. Absolute
Yeah.
disaster of a film. What are we doing? Who? Okay, like in all seriousness, who like makes a franchise like this, or like I don't know
Yeah.
who chooses who directs these movies, how this happens, but who thinks, oh yeah, we got a pretty good zombie franchise going here. Let's get the girl who made the Marvels.
I mean, there's also, I mean, she's made a movie called The Little Woods. I know nothing about it, but it could be like a pretty good movie, and it could be like that could be the film that
To be
made
fair,
her a reasonable
Marvels
choice
is
for this
not-
film.
It's bad.
We're not gonna get too
No.
big.
Okay. I will tell you right
It's
now, the
good.
Marvels is like whatever.
Terrible.
Like
It's terrible.
the villain is one of the worst in the MCU, but I did really like the chemistry between the three leads.
Okay,
That's
we're not
like-
we're not glazing MCU right now.
Oh,
almost
we're not.
serious movie.
I'm not glazing this movie, but that is the one big in a way takeaway from that film.
We're
That's
we're
the
not gonna
only-
get too deep into this, but the Marvels is not her. You know, it's not her making those decisions.
Yeah,
So I don't
that's true.
blame her for the Marvels because it's just
That's
a
the thing.
studio exec. That's the thing. It's the studio is like telling her to do this, and they just like slap her name on it. You know,
Exactly. So that's like two films where it's like it feels more studio driven, which is the Marvels and Candyman. You know, just a reboot
Yeah.
of like a popular OG horror film.
Candyman's a remake.
It's not a remake per se.
It's
I
like
think
a-
it's more of a
know.
continue. It's like a soft
Yeah.
reboot
Of what?
yeah,
of the
the
original,
original
Candyman.
Candyman.
Oh, so it's a remake.
Kind of. It's like how Scream 5
It's like Scream,
is kind of
yeah.
like
I haven't
Yes.
seen Scream 5.
exactly.
Okay,
It's
okay.
more like a soft reboot.
It's just
yeah.
like, oh, this guy's back. You know,
Yeah, but it's like even that movie is fine. So like I'll probably give this other movie a go and like see a film that she's like
I'm
actually
for sure gonna watch
fully
it.
involved in
Oh, of course.
and see how
but
that is. I might
Let's
base my
say-
judgment on this decision
I'll
on
just say
that
I'm a
film.
little bit worried about this one.
It's just weird
Uh,
that Danny Boyle's not coming back for it. That's the weird.
I mean, even if he's not directing, he's still going to be pretty involved as a producer. I would say,
He's a
like
pro-
he's
he's a
probably
Sure.
a producer.
But
It's written by Alex Garland again.
Okay,
but the thing
that's
is,
fine.
the thing is like, I don't know. I think about like this when it comes to like Alien, but like Alien is the most interesting when Ridley's at the helm, and I kind of think that 28 the 28 movies are the most interesting when Danny Boyle's at the helm. And we've only got one other person to be at the helm, so it's not like the
Yeah.
greatest, but you can tell when Boyle and Garland are on it and when someone else is. Because
Yeah, I mean,
they're-
Boyle's a director. I mean, a producer. Was Boyle even a producer on 28 Weeks Later?
I don't think
Do we
so.
know that?
I don't,
I'll just fact
I
check
don't
that real
He
quick.
had any part of that movie.
I don't think he. Yeah, I think that was
I don't
purely
think
just like
he did.
studio.
Yeah, he is not associated with that film at all. So I feel like him being a producer on part 2 of 28 Years Later is going to make the difference here. I do think that
Yeah.
that input is going to be huge, even
But
if it's another
I think it's
director at the helm.
interesting to have Boyle not direct the one with Cillian Murphy. You know what I mean? That's an interesting decision to make.
I mean, he's
because
going to do
Cillian
the
Murphy's
third
a
one
big
to
actor.
close out the
He's in
trilogy.
third one too.
Right. But it's like the introduction of Jim back into this world is not going to be
Okay,
handled by Boyle, which is
Danny
interesting.
Boyle and Alex Garland were executive producers of 28 Weeks Later, but that's just money, right?
Executive is nothing.
That's just money.
Executive's nothing.
Yeah.
Still, okay. Well, at least they were like in support of it, at least.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
I'm fully. I mean, the fact that they're producers in
They're
part
getting a
2
check,
is
though,
good
so-
enough for me. To be honest, it's good enough for me.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. When does that movie come out? Do we have like a roundabout?
2026 for the next one, apparently.
That's
So
good.
Hmm.
They do need to workshop the title before that thing comes out, though.
I don't
Oh,
know.
true.
Bone Temple.
Just call it Bone Temple. Don't add the
I
part
do,
2.
I do think it will
Yeah,
be.
28 years
I
later.
don't think that will be the actual name because I mean they do that with a lot of movies. Like
That's true.
they called
Ballerina.
Ballerina. Yeah, they called
From the world
Ballerina
of John Wick.
from the world of John Wick on
And-
Letterboxd up until the
The-
day it released. So
Well, the movie we're talking about next week, F1. Me and
The
Jennifer were
movie.
talking about this. It's called F1 the movie, which is ridiculous.
why?
That's just
Ridiculous
dumb.
title.
why?
Yeah.
That's just dumb.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to get into the draft? Are we done with 28
Do
years
we
later?
do we have any last minute pointers we want to make on 28 years at all?
The ending
No, I
scene
think we
sucks.
pretty
Let's
much
go.
covered it.
Let's move on.
Do we want to just? I don't know if we gave our ratings on the movie at all. Just
Oh, I'm at
close this out.
3.5.
4.
and I'm also at a 3.5. So we all enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, I just think
not
it's a
really
step
done.
down from the first, and then
Yeah,
the
no.
second's a step down from both.
Yeah, it's definitely in the middle of this trilogy. I think this is a step up
Yeah.
from Weeks for sure.
I think it's a good bit better than the first one, actually.
Wow. Yeah, Caden's
Yeah, that's
different.
crazy.
He has this as the
It's
best,
crazy.
which I don't. It's like it's not even close for me to the first.
Did
It's
you
not-
really
Yeah,
think-
the first is
really-
so good. Like
it
the first
really-
is great.
Is it really crazy though? Like I don't
think
not
it's
ri-
crazy.
no,
I
it's
know a
not-
lot of
it's not
people.
I think a lot
ridiculous.
of people will agree with that.
I don't think a
I don't
lot
know
of
if a
people.
lot
agree
of
with-
people,
but-
but there's some.
I think there's a few people who
The
will
first is
definitely be on
just
your
so
side here.
beloved.
I just find it to be the most interesting take on the franchise so far by a good
It's
bit.
definitely very interesting. I love the evolution of the zombies and how they were portrayed here. That's for sure. It's definitely one of the more unique ones in the zombie genre.
But the
But
first one is just like so tightly packed and so like
it's very
like
just
that's
like
the
a
difference.
it's just a clean narrative.
Yeah, and it has the aesthetic of like the grain, which I know is probably like deterring you from that a little bit. But it's
But I
what,
love
it's
it.
what makes
I
me
love
love
it.
it. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
It does. I think the new one makes it feel a little more like I don't know. I don't. The one thing that I didn't like about the first two really was the zombies weren't very like scary unless you see them up close. Because like in this, a lot of the scenes where they're running, it literally just looks like people they picked up off the street and said, "Yeah, run and like throw your arms around." And
Yeah,
then
but I
in
don't
the-
really think the
in
new
the-
But to be
one-
fair, these are
except
just
for
like
the budget.
well, the new one, I'm like,
to be
they
fair,
look-
these are actual just like they could be homeless people. That's the thing. Like these are recently infected people. They're not like
Yeah.
decaying or anything.
That's
These
true.
are still, like-
I just didn't think it was like. I just didn't think it was super effective in some of those scenes, but it's fine.
All right, I think that wraps up our conversation on 28
The
years
28
later. We all liked it. I think we all have
Yeah.
it towards our top part of our 2025.
Yeah, it's towards the top. I think it's like top 10 for me.
And now we will continue
Hopefully,
on to
yeah.
our draft here, which is zombie related as well. Does
Yeah.
someone want to just explain what we're doing here?
Yeah, we're doing an auction draft, which means we each get $1,000 each, and we get to bid on the movies. And we are gonna spin a wheel, get our order, and then we each nominate a film. So that doesn't mean we get it, but we just get to put it up for auction to bid. And
The film?
no,
Yeah.
the person,
The
sorry.
person.
We get to put that person up for auction, and it doesn't mean that we get it just like a normal draft, but someone could nominate someone, and then I nominate someone, and Caden outbids me. It goes to Caden's team, even though I nominated it.
Yeah.
So that's how it works.
And I
We're-
will start spinning the wheel here
We're,
to decide the order.
We are definitely not going to get canceled bidding on people.
Bro,
Nah, we're good. We're
bidding
good.
on people.
So
Crazy.
to the first pick here, it doesn't really matter the order, I guess, for this. Caden's going to be doing the first pick.
Okay.
And then followed by Drew.
Bro, this
Drew
shit's
is-
actually rigged. I've never
I'll
gotten
pull
the
it up,
first
I'll pull
one.
it
I'm
up.
always the
It's right
sandwich.
here.
I'm always the sandwich, bro. Every
It's you.
draft. I'm always
So
the
this is
middle.
going to be Caden here, then Drew. It doesn't even matter the order in this one, to be fair.
It really doesn't, but
And then I'll keep a track of our points down here.
points is crazy. That's our money, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's on you.
Okay, Caden, what is the first character you want to nominate for our zombie apocalypse auction draft?
Okay. I do think the easy first pick here has got to be John Wick. I'm going to nominate him for, say, $100. We can start with $100.
$100.
Do we want to lay down some ground rules as well? Just talk about how these
Yeah, we
characters.
Oh, true.
do-
No superheroes.
No, nothing
We have
super.
Dan superheroes.
And
No aliens.
yeah, it just
And
human.
no one with like
humans. And,
human
like-
abilities.
Like we're not gonna be drafting like Batman, and you get Batman with all his gear.
right.
Like, and
but like Caden
yeah.
just nominated John Wick,
John
but you
Wick.
get John Wick
But,
guns.
like it's John. You
John
get
Wick
John
without
Wick,
guns.
You get John Wick.
No, you
skill.
get John Wick with guns.
You get John Wick.
No,
I don't
we're not
listen-
getting any guns.
John
bro.
Wick doesn't even need guns, bro. Give me John Wick for
We're
$100.
we're gonna put all of these guys. They're entering into the zombie apocalypse the same way. They're coming in with like a t-shirt and
Yeah,
shorts, bro.
bro.
That's it.
We're throwing all these guys in like a locked up gas station with food supply.
So
and
they
that's-
don't even
that's
get
all
their
they
like
got.
most iconic like weaponry.
Hey, they might find it somewhere, but we're just throwing the people out there.
Okay. I was under the impression that they would get their weapon.
I think the weaponry. I was under the impression we would do the same thing, but
I just don't think
I
it'll
think
change
it
much.
makes it a little bit more interesting that they're kind of thrown into this without any of their stuff, which makes this a little bit more strategic picking. I think there's some obvious choices that are more OP than others if they're getting their equipment.
Yeah.
John Wick, I
alright.
mean, obviously it's only guns. I mean, this is something he can find, he can
Right.
scavenge,
Yeah.
so that makes obviously him a
So,
pick.
John Wick for $100. Anybody
John Wick
want
for
to bid on that?
$100. I'll go 105, I guess.
105. I'll throw out 150.
Give me $250.
Mm.
John Wick for $250.
There's some
Um,
questionable picks on my list. I don't even know if they're gonna make it through.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know if they're
Oh.
even gonna be picked up. I'm willing to let John Wick slide.
John Wick for 255.
Oh, he's gonna go bid. I think I'm out of this.
John Wick for $280.
282.
Wow. Okay.
$300.
301.
Man, 301's crazy. 315. What are we doing? What are we doing?
315. 315.
Yeah, you can have it. You can have it.
All right. John Wick for 315.
315. So
385.
315 is kind of crazy.
I'm just
685
I
left.
think it's crazy. 685 left.
I was literally just trying to bid you up.
I was out of it around 250. I think I have some pretty crazy characters.
I was trying
on
to
my
bid you
list.
up, but if you like got out of it, I was cool with John
Put
Wick on my
put the
team.
price we got them for next to it.
Yeah.
380.
And these can be like fictional or real life people, but they just have to be human characters.
Put
Bro,
the
I know
price.
what he-
Put the price next to him.
Yeah, come on, Jonathan.
315.
We can put them
315.
at
315.
Okay. For my pick, I'm going to go with Furiosa
Ooh, good pick. That was on my list.
for $15.
15?
Yeah.
Man, I would have went with Max, but I guess Furious.
No,
is pretty-
Furiosa's a fucking badass, dude.
Yeah.
She is. I'll throw.
I'm just picturing Mel Gibson and Mad Max too.
Yeah. I'll bid 75.
We had this conversation.
I'll bid 80,
Bid 100,
115,
125.
130.
30. Let me just take a look at my list again.
Oh,
Listen,
bro.
you got six spots at $1,000. So
Yeah, I do 150.
I'll go 175.
Yeah, you can take her for 175.
Woo, let's go.
You can take her for 125.
This was the one person I actually wanted on my board.
that's pretty cheap there.
That is
Yeah,
cheap. That is
crazy
cheap.
cheap.
I do have some pretty nasty guys I want to pick up.
Shout out Furiosa.
Shout out Furiosa. Great pickup. That is pretty cheap. I'll let you
Yeah.
have it. So,
Okay, Jonathan. You get back-to-back noms.
so you're down to 825. I think each of our nominations have been picked up by us so far.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's not
I'm
always
just
gonna be.
I'm just gonna throw out one of like, just because of recency bias, I'm gonna just throw out Jason Bourne.
I knew this was gonna be his first pick.
Yeah, this is one of my. I'm just gonna throw him out for $50.
70,
Throw 150,
175,
200.
215,
250.
265. Oh,
Oh, no, you got to
265.
300.
305.
Oh.
315.
Hmm. $317.
Oh, I thought you were about to say 370. Oh my,
320. 320.
Okay, you can have him.
320. Jason Bourne.
Ooh, this is my goat. I love this guy. This guy is gonna be absolutely lethal. Lethal.
Okay,
No,
is
not
it
more
back-
lethal
is it
than
back to
John
me?
Wick.
Is it back to me?
Oh, for sure. I'm taking
No,
Jason
it's-
Bourne over John
Jonathan.
Wick any day of the week.
It's
Jason
Jonathan. He gets
Bourne
back to
now?
back.
Oh, it's Jason Bourne. Wait, is it back to me?
No, it's snake draft.
Jonathan
Snake
gets
You're
draft.
doing a
back.
snake- I don't think the
Yeah.
order does that matter.
I mean, it's just nominations. I'm just
Yeah.
nominating again.
Okay,
Okay, let me just
go for it. Yeah.
drop down my cash. I'm at 675 left. Okay.
By the way, the whatever money you have left, Jonathan's gonna Venmo you at the end. So.
Yeah,
I'm
Jonathan's
good.
gonna actually
I'm
PayPal
good.
me.
I'm just gonna throw out.
Actually, maybe Kyvie because he's not here today. Kyvie can
Yeah,
fund.
send Kyvie is full 1,000.
This is tough for my second one. I'm gonna throw out. I'll throw out one of the goats here. I'm just gonna throw out Rick Grimes for $50.
Bro, that's a TV show.
Yeah, he's a fictional
Okay.
character.
I guess so.
Good
What'd you say?
TV guys
50
on there.
bucks?
Yeah,
55,
throw out 75,
80,
90,
93,
100,
105,
110,
115,
120,
126,
130,
130, No, 140,
150.
155.
160. Bro, these
170.
small increments are kind of whack, bro. Either make a big jump or let them
Bro.
go.
Pick him up. Pick up the price then.
Yeah, I'm picking him up. You're
I
just
said
not
170,
okay. 175.
180.
These are little jumps, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, that's what
pick
I'm
it up.
saying. This guy's just raising up the price for a guy he doesn't even want for me to pick him up.
No, I do.
You just dissed him like because he's a TV
Because
character.
I
You haven't
forgot.
even watched.
No. I just forgot that it was just fictional characters in general.
Let's calculate this.
It's at 180. Are you bidding?
Yeah, it's a 180. Yeah, I'll do 181.
Bro.
Yeah, small increments. We can do that both ways, bro.
190.
$191.
200.
$210.
Sold. Cheers.
Thank you.
Man. For 210, Rick Grimes.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. Is it mine? I'm gonna go with. Ooh, this is actually tough. Give me Ash from Evil Dead. We'll go
I like that.
$30.
Give me $70.
80.
90.
100.
130.
160.
Jonathan,
I'm out of this one.
I'm out too. You got him.
All right.
I'm not even.
160.
Yep, 160. We've gotten every single pick we've nominated. This is so ridiculous.
Ash Williams, right?
Yeah, I'm just
You
throwing out
Ash.
Ash.
Yeah. Caden, your go.
Let's see. I'm gonna throw out Ethan Hunt for $50.
100.
This is gonna be a hard one to get here. 125.
130.
180.
200.
210.
215.
250.
260.
Man. Oh.
Come on, bro.
280.
285.
300.
305.
You got it.
305.
For 305. Ethan Hunt.
I'll
Man.
take Ethan Hunt.
I'm fine. I'm picking Jason Bourne over that guy easy.
Bro, I get Tom Cruise. Come on, bro. Me and him can hang.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, talk about a leader. He's the leader of the bunch, bro.
Rick
Yeah,
Grimes? Are you
bro.
kidding me? Rick Grimes?
Bro,
That's
I
the
ain't never
leader
seen
you
that
want.
shit. I ain't never fucking seen Walking Dead. Come on now.
Yeah, so bro was just bidding for randoms, bro. Oh,
All right, Caden,
Reese.
you go.
Snake draft. You get another nomination.
Let's see. Man. Dude, I wanted Ethan Hunt. $300 got away from me. I still got 5 picks left. Let's see.
I couldn't let you have Ethan Hunt and John Wick on the same team.
Yeah,
you
that
just
That's
can't.
crazy.
That would
Yeah,
be
you can't.
crazy, honestly.
That's why I was like, I would be fine with Ethan Hunt not being on my team, but I can't let him be on the same team as John Wick. You know?
Right. I guess, dude. Okay, this is gonna be a crazy pick. Technically a real person, but also a movie character.
Holy.
Give me Leonidas from 300 for
For how
25
much?
for $25.
30.
75.
You can have it.
Leonidas for $75. I was
Yeah.
just trying to drive my price up.
Yeah, I just did not want you to have it for $25.
So there you get down to the 610.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's back to you, Drew.
Let's go with Amleth from the Northman.
Good pick.
We'll go $30.
50.
65.
Caden, you in on this or no? You're out.
Who is it? That was
Hamlet from
Amleth
the
from the
Northman.
Northman. Alexander Skarsgård.
Ooh. Wait, that's a good one. But I don't
Bro,
know if
he's
I
a
can do it.
beast. He's a beast.
He is a beast.
He is a beast. 100.
Ooh, 110.
Oh, 140.
Ooh. Jonathan, are you out on this?
At 140, I think I'm out. I mean, he's beast and all, but I think I just have some pretty.
I'll go 142.
Crazy guys here.
160.
160. 162.
170.
Fuck. I kind of really wanted him. Oh, yeah, you can have it. Fuck it. Yeah, you can have it 170.
So we are getting Amlet from the Northman off the board for
Yeah, bro.
100.
Bro, he's a beast. He's a
Dude,
beast.
honestly,
He is
everybody
crazy.
in this movie's a beast. Honestly,
bro.
if we're being honest. It's just the coolest movie ever.
So Caden's down to a $440 budget. And now it is my turn to nominate once again.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw out. Okay, I actually got to eliminate these guys off my list because they're superheroes.
Yeah, get that out of here, bro.
And this guy's been picked up. I'm going to throw out The Bride from Kill Bill.
Oh, this was on
That
my
was
list.
my next one. That was my next
This
one.
was on my list.
I'm going to start off with 50.
150.
Wow.
Whoa.
Ow. Wow.
160.
200.
I cannot
Holy,
justify paying 200 for. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I
bro. Yeah,
have
bro,
another
you got
female.
it. You got it.
I needed that. I needed that
100.
one. That was my next nomination. So I'm like, give me that,
Wow.
dude. I need the brown.
Bro,
This
that's
is a nice
crazy.
roster you have here.
Yeah,
I'm
this
liking
is
this
good.
roster a lot.
This
Dude,
is a very nice
I like Leonidas for 75, dude.
He's nice. I feel like Leonidas and Hamlet are kind of like the same kind of person. You're just kind of getting two of them.
Yeah. Which is awesome.
Okay. Whose turn is it?
It is, yeah, I get another nomination here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'll just
Come on, bro.
I'm just double checking here. Yeah, I'm gonna throw him out here. If you're familiar with him or not, Leon S. Kennedy from the Resident Evil franchise. I'm gonna start it off with 50.
I had this in the back pocket. I'm not gonna lie.
$50.
$50. We'll go 60.
100,
120.
150,
160.
175,
180.
200,
210.
211,
215.
216. Just let him go, bro.
Oh. Yeah, fine. You have him for 216.
Ooh, I needed that. This guy's a beast, bro.
Holy, bro. I had him in the back pocket. I had him in the tuck. Oh, my God.
For 216, I'll take him, bro. I'll take him. My budget's running low, but this is definitely a guy worth picking up.
I forgot that we're doing, like, just
Fictional,
fictional
bro.
characters. Yeah, I
Down
forgot.
to 249. This is definitely running down low on the budget. I got some sneaky picks later on, though. I hope I can snag for a
Okay,
deal.
is it my turn?
It is you to nominate a person.
Okay. Well, we're going to go back-to-back Resident Evil. I'm going to go Alice from Resident Evil.
For
We're
how
going to go...
much?
Is she really human, though? She's literally got powers.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
She's
If
got
she's-
powers, gang.
Fuck it. God,
She's
okay.
not really human.
Oh, okay, we'll go
Are those
Maximus
movies? Are
Gladiator.
those movies good?
You would probably consider them
Depends.
slop. I'm gonna keep it a
Yeah.
buck.
You probably wouldn't
I
like
think you should at least watch the first one. If you're gonna
Okay.
watch them, just at least watch the first one because I think that's the
Okay.
best and it's the most fun.
I'm gonna go Maximus Gladiator, $15.
15?
15 is crazy.
Yeah, 15. Bro, it's just
30.
the starter.
30,
35,
50,
60,
70,
80,
100,
115,
120.
$130.
You got it.
Okay.
Okay, we're getting Maximus Aurelius, isn't it?
No.
Yeah. You just do
no,
Maximus.
Maximus.
no. Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Meridius. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was it? 160?
I think 160.
60. So you're down to 200 here.
200.
Now time for Caden to nominate.
I'm gonna nominate. I don't know his name. I don't
Bro,
think I know
anyway.
his name. No.
This guy's
What is
name-
no? What is Kurt Russell's character's name in The Thing?
McCready.
Oh,
McCready. Give me McCready. It's is it like
For-
is it like RJ McCready or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
let me. I'm just
Yeah.
fact checking.
Yeah.
It is. Just McCready as per Letterboxd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give
where
me
you going?
McCready. Give me McCready for $35.
40,
50,
60,
80,
90.
110.
You got it.
McCready for 110. Great character.
Yeah.
Let me just
And
double check
Cadence, you
this.
again?
What was it? 110? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
110, which brings Cadence total down to 130.
Oh
Speak.
yeah.
Movie
Oh,
speak.
yeah.
So now it's up for Caden to nominate another character here.
Ooh, another character. Let's see. Honestly, wait, this is allowed, right? If I go David Goggins.
Yeah, I mean we're doing real people.
Yeah.
Go get
Um,
David Goggins for 130.
If
I
you want to
guess.
do David Goggins, you can do David Goggins. You want him?
Hey, I'm gonna.
Just blow the rest of your money. It's your last pick, so
I mean, why wouldn't I just do David Goggins for $1? Nobody wants him.
Yeah, I mean it's still your last pick. It
You
doesn't
can't.
matter.
you
If you
don't
picked
the
him up for
money.
$1, you can't draft anyone else. You can't bid
Yeah,
on anyone
so-
else.
I
You just have
know.
$120.
I know. Huh.
He's your pick regardless. I'm
I
not
kinda-
bidding on him.
I
So
kind of want to defer. I wish I could defer here. I
no,
don't know.
Can't.
I don't know who I want my last pick
Then
to be.
pick up a guy. Then nominate a guy people want.
Man, who's still left here? I guess we go. Let's go. Let's go. James Bond.
Who?
For?
James Bond for $50.
Ooh,
Cool.
James Bond. Drew, you drafting him?
Nope.
You not auctioning at all? James Bond is cool.
How much did I say?
50,
$50.
50.
Yeah.
You can take him.
Let me just take a look at my list. Let me double check. There's no crazy dudes. And just to like, you guys know we're like building like a roster. Like this is like a team you would want to be with in a
Yeah.
zombie
Yeah.
apocalypse.
Yep.
Okay. I do have like a slightly different approach that I'm kind of gonna spin on at the end. Let's see here.
Bro, you got it, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you have him. I'm gonna let you have James Bond for $50. I think that's a bargain, to be honest. But I think there's just a few other guys I'd rather have. That's actually a nice roster you have here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
I
some
am-
new gen, old gen.
Yeah.
Okay. My
For
turn.
50 brings it down here to 80.
Okay. I want to take. Oh, brother. I kind of ran out of picks. I'm not even gonna lie. Give me.
Take David Goggins.
Not happening, brother. Give me. Solid Snake for $1.
Ooh, that's a banger, bro. I'm putting 50 for him.
I'm putting 100.
Putting 100. No, Solid Snake is such a goat. I'll put 125.
150.
175.
200.
That guy's just, bro. That if you bet 200, that's it. That's your last guy.
199. 199.
Jonathan's just gonna get whoever he wants for the rest of
Yeah.
his draft.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
He's gonna build a dream team.
Wait, no, I'm just gonna pick. I'll pick him up for 200. I'll pick him up for 200. Yeah, I'll pick him up for 200. This guy is.
Oh, why can't you just let me have him? Have
You
even
can
played the
bid
fucking game?
200. You just don't have a sixth man on your roster.
No, it's not how it works,
No.
bro. Oh my god,
Yes, sir.
I really wanted Snake on my team. Have you even played these fucking games?
Yeah,
Wait, now he's like Jonathan's like broke though.
They're like
yeah.
my
Now you
favorite
can outbid
games.
me.
Okay, well, choose your next guy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put him down to 49. I'm gonna pick up. Let me just see here. I'll throw up MacGyver
4,
for $2.
3,
$2.
4,
5,
6,
7.
8.
Who is MacGyver?
But you don't know.
You don't know MacGyver?
That's ridiculous, bro. You gotta lock on.
This guy's he's crazy, bro. Lock in, search him up. He's a goat. Drew, did you
MacGyver.
bid?
You can have him. Fuck that guy.
Oh, bargain, $7. This guy's goated.
$7 for MacGyver, whoever this guy is.
No, he is cool. He can like pickpocket anything. Like he like makes it like all these.
He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
he's like super resourceful.
We can pickpocket zombies, guys.
He's like
no,
hella
no, no,
resourceful.
but, like no, not pickpocket, but like he like makes like bombs and shit out of like nothing.
Yeah, like this guy's like he's like one of like the most resourceful characters out there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then I guess I'm
Back to you.
back to me. This is where I was gonna do my like deep cut pick, just because it felt like I
Okay.
should.
No, don't do it.
What do you mean? Don't do it.
Just do it.
I mean, you can outbid me. That's the thing.
What is
So
it?
if you let me have them, you let me have them. I feel like just because I need like a roster, I feel like a roster needs a medic, and that's why I want to nominate Dr. House from House MD
Yeah, for how much?
for $42.
I'll go $43.
You can pick him up.
I also wanted a medic on my team.
I'm surprised we don't have like a Jack Reacher or something.
I have Jason Bourne. I got
Yeah.
Solid Snake. These guys are
Jason
basically
Bourne's pretty
Oh,
sick.
better
my
versions of Jack
God,
Reacher.
bro. Oh my god, bro! I'm so pissed about Snake.
Wait,
I'm
I don't have
happy.
Dog
I'm
Kennedy
happy.
And Snake.
either.
Okay, there's a couple people I'm between.
So you get okay. So
I think. Ooh. Give me Nathan Drake from Uncharted.
Oh, he was on my list. He was on my list.
Yeah, bro. Well,
Oh,
okay.
he's one of my goats.
Well,
He's one of my goats.
can we swap for Snake?
No, hell no.
Oh, please. I should have
Nathan
saved Snake
Drake's
last
insane
round.
and all, but like in a zombie apocalypse, I'd definitely rather have Snake.
Snake is just my goat, dude. Wait.
Snake.
Can I have Raiden? Fuck.
I mean, if you want to draft him, yeah. I mean,
It's kind of fuck Nathan Drake. Give me Raiden, actually. Give me Raiden.
how much are you putting on him?
175 or 157.
Yeah, I'll let you pick him up. I mean, I have to let you pick him up.
You have to.
How do you spell his name again? It's
Raiden.
for 157.
157.
And now this is like my
Bro, he's actually
crazy.
crazy cool.
This is like my crazy pick. Like I don't know if you guys will allow this or not, because this guy is just that OP. And this is Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
No, vetoed. I thought
You
about
can't
this. but
veto.
vetoed.
You can't veto. He's not a superhero. You can't veto. I mean, I don't. But
too
he's a
powerful.
human. He's a human character, and I'm fine with them
I
walking in.
do
Walking
think
into
that's
the zombie
gun. No
apocalypse
portal gun.
completely
No
naked.
portal
I do
He
think that
cannot
should
make
be
a portal gun, and he
Yeah,
cannot have.
he-
Exactly. That's the
Okay,
thing. That's
look,
why
he can-
that's what makes him so OP, because he can just make it.
No, he can't. That's what I'm saying.
You can't just make it. We're in
he
a real
can't-
world, bro. Real world.
Because in the same logic, we could have Iron Man, and he just makes a suit.
Think about 28 years later universe here. If
No,
you want to
it-
be good,
it breaks the entire thing. It's
it
too much.
low-key
No, you
breaks
can't.
it, yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, Rick
different guy.
is just so OP. That's
You could
the
say,
thing.
dude. You
That's the
could
thing,
say
That's why I
like
wanted to.
you
that's
could
why I
say the
wanted-
same thing about like anything.
Yeah. No.
That's true. He's
Vetoed.
just so OP.
Yeah, bro. Pick someone
Um,
else.
I do.
Like Amleth isn't gonna do some blood ritual or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I'm actually so pissed about Snake, bro.
I think I have this draft in the bag. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I don't think so, actually.
I do. I don't know. I'm trying to think here. This is tough.
Think video games too, bro.
I am. That's what I'm trying to think of. I'm very much trying to figure out a medic.
I almost
here,
took
'cause
Link,
that's-
but he doesn't have the Master Sword, so.
Bro, I'm
Or it's
trying
like
to think of
Master Chief, but like he doesn't have,
Hold
the
on.
shit.
what.
Hold on. Wait, listen, I'll help you out here. I'm just curious if this is allowed. Is Doom
Ken, are
Guy
you beating
allowed?
the fuck out of your desk? Or what is
No,
that?
I'm
He's
just
on
like,
my list. He's on my list.
dude, hold on.
Because
Doom
that's what,
Guy?
no,
Think about it.
you know
Doom
when I
Guy's
asked-
human. Doom Guy's human.
Yeah, because when I asked you about suits, that's who I was referring to. I wasn't even thinking about
Listen,
Iron
I
Man.
don't think you
I
need
wasn't
Doom
even
Guy's
thinking about
suit.
Iron
You don't even need Doom Guy's suit. It's Doom
That's
Guy.
what I'm thinking, bro.
He survives hell. Like Doom Guy's.
Exactly.
I think
Like,
Doom Guy's a valid pick.
that's why I was like, this guy's on my list, but do I want like
Dude, I want to get rid of James Bond and get Doom Guy now.
it's Raspberry, bro. I was debating if you were gonna draft.
Yeah, bro, I
him
was
or
just
not,
gonna
'cause,
let
like,
you
he's
have
on
James
my
Bond.
list. Like, I feel like Doom Guy would round out my team like so
Dude, Doom
well right
Guy's
here.
such a good pick.
You know,
Throw out
I might.
Speed Racer.
I'll just do it. I'll just do it for the rolls. Fuck the
That's
medic,
so good.
and I'm just
Doom
going
Guy.
Doom Guy, $42.
You don't need a medic.
I don't need a medic, bro. No one's gonna get injured with Doom Guy.
Dude, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think all of our teams are gonna be pretty legit.
I think
I
Caden
think-
won. I think Caden
You-
won.
You think Caden won?
Yeah, for like the
Dude,
popular vote, I think
think
Caden
about
won.
think about bro, you have two like alpha males. You have John Wick. You have Uma Thurman's bride, bro. She's
Yeah.
just like insane. If you get a sword in her hand, she's killing
Not gonna
everything.
lie,
I
would
just
have
like
actually
how me and
picked up
Caden both had females on our list, but
And
Jonathan
then you have McCready,
saying.
who's just got the survival instincts, and James Bond is just a smart guy, bro.
See, the
James
thing is,
Bond's just a
I really
genius.
wish I picked up Doom Guy before. I think I would have switched out MacGyver
Bro,
for
I'm
someone
not gonna
else.
lie. I probably would have spent $500 on Doom Guy if I thought about it.
Yeah, because no, he was on my list. He was on my list.
That's so good.
Okay, I just want to throw out like the other guy, the other person I was really wanted to have on here was Katniss Everdeen.
she was on my list.
She was on my
Is
list.
that- Is that Hunger Games? That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Green Arrow and Hawkeye on my list, and then I realized no superheroes. I was like,
mean,
okay,
yeah,
who's
he's a
another
good
bow
one.
and arrow demon? And then obviously Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Do
I
we
thought
have-
about taking her.
Do we have any shout outs? I'm trying to think of.
I do. I have Agent 47.
Oh, shout out.
Agent
wanna-
47.
I do want to shout out Agent 47. I want to shout out Joel Miller from Last of Us.
Yeah, I almost thought about taking Ellie.
I do want to shout out Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
I want to shout out. This is the only real guy I had on my list, and that was Bear Grylls
Nah, bro.
and Max.
Nah, bro.
And Max. I
Dude,
mean
wait.
Max Rodikansky.
Wait, what about what's his name? Hold on. I need to think for a second. I just lost it. Keep talking.
Yeah,
Keep
I-
shouting me what? Oh no!
Katniss,
What about
Katniss.
Rambo, bro? What about Rambo?
I said Rambo.
You just said Rambo.
Oh, you just said Rambo?
I literally just said Rambo.
That's
bro.
crazy. That I don't know how.
Or what
I
about
remember that.
what about the Predator guy?
Oh yeah, the
fucking-
Predator guy.
Ooh,
What's his
yeah.
name? What's his name?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know.
I
Butch
forgot
or-
Arnold's name. Kyvie would 100% drafted
Heavy
him.
would have 100% got Predator, dude.
Yeah.
He would have got.
Let me.
He
let
would.
me just-
His ass would have tried to convince us that Terminator is like a fucking real person.
Yeah, Major Alan Dutch Schaefer. So Dutch. Nah, he's a great pick too. He's been up against a greater foe than zombies, and came out on top.
What about Ellen Ripley?
Yeah,
I
she was
thought
on
about
my
her. I
list.
thought about her. Yeah, she's on
Yeah.
my list.
I would have rather had the Bride and Katniss Everdeen, just because Ellen. I mean, she's great. She's like a badass.
She's
character
great.
and all.
She's smart.
She
but
uses like, I mean, she's from the future. Uses super like futuristic
Yeah,
guns and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Whereas the Bride, she has a sword, and Katniss
Mhm.
Everdeen is a bow and arrow, which is like both of those weapons more resourceful during zombie apocalypses. I don't really know how well Ellen Ripley could handle herself, with hand-to-hand combat. I'm sure she could learn bow and arrow and things like that, but there's other female characters who are already skilled in these things.
Right.
I'm glad I got Dr. House. I actually wanted a medic on my team.
Yeah, I mean, I'd throw him out.
from
from the
House.
TV show. I think this guy himself will get you points. I think he'll get you points.
Yeah, bro. The house heads are gonna come for me.
Is that a good show? I've never heard of it.
I've started
good.
watching it. It's pretty good. But like, okay, I'll just run through the list for all the audiences here. These are the zombie apocalypse rosters we've drafted. So Caden drafted John Wick, Leonidas from 300, Am from The Northman, The Bride from Kill Bill, McCready from The Thing, and James Bond, obviously. And Drew has drafted Furiosa. Which version of Furiosa are you really looking for? Furiosa or Mad Max Fury Road Furiosa? I don't think it really matters that much.
It doesn't matter. It's the
That's
same
kind of
character.
hard. That's kind of hard to choose,
Same
dude.
character,
They're
so-
both sick. Charlize Theron and Anya
mean,
Taylor-Joy.
I would
are both
prefer-
sick.
I would
Okay,
argue
okay.
I would argue Fury Road is more of
I would
Furiosa
say
in her prime.
Charlize Theron's
Sure,
like cooler, but yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously Ash
The
from the
same
Evil
character,
Dead
though.
franchise, Ethan Hunt from the Mission Impossible franchise, Maximus from Gladiator, Dr. House from House MD, and Raiden from
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Yeah, I blanked.
Mm.
And then
He's
I've
so-
He's so
drafted
sick. He's so sick.
Jason Bourne from the Bourne series, Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead, Leon S. Kennedy from the Resident Evil franchise, Solid Snake from the Metal Gear Solid franchise, MacGyver from the TV show MacGyver, and then Doom Guy from Doom. Oh, I'm so glad about that pick, bro. Doom Guy is just like, oh, Doom Guy. If y'all know, audience, I think
It's-
I won, bro.
It might be the best pick. Doom Guy might be the best pick here, but dude, Jason Bourne being the most expensive pick is interesting.
Ridiculous.
I mean, Drew only brought his price up. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only reason. I don't think Drew would have paid 300 if he had to.
Yeah,
well, that's why I didn't really want to pay that much for Ethan Hunt because I didn't really like want Ethan Hunt on my team.
dude.
I was
Think
cool
about
with
it,
him.
though. Ethan Hunt.
Then why'd you draft
Ethan
3
Hunt,
5? Why'd you
Ethan
auction?
Hunt doesn't. Ethan
Well,
Hunt
because
doesn't fail. dude.
Caden let me have him. I was just trying to drive the price up, and if I got him, that's cool. But because I still love Ethan Hunt, obviously. But I also just, like I said, I didn't want Caden to have John Wick and Ethan Hunt on the same team. as
What I
well.
do like about my team is that like I legit got 2 guys that are experienced in fucking the undead.
Yeah,
There's a guy who's literally went to hell.
yeah.
So we got.
I think. Yeah, I agree there.
that's the only
that's a
reason.
good
I mean,
pick.
we'll let the audiences decide. And
Yeah,
on
for sure,
Twitter,
for
you'll
sure.
probably make a poll.
Yeah. I'll make a poll. I'll make a great.
And then I think that's it for our draft here. This was pretty fun. Let us know if you want to see us do it again. Let us know what
Give us
kind of
other
categories you'd
ideas
like to
for
see
other
us in.
drafts, either auction or not.
I think we should do more like teams like this, drafting teams. I think that's
Like
cool.
rosters. Yeah, rosters are pretty
Yeah,
fun.
Roster drafts are cool.
All right, should we head over to movie news?
Yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, rate us 5 stars on Spotify. We're gonna be talking about some news now. First piece of news, we have Tom Reese Harries has been cast as Clayface in the Clayface movie.
I did see this.
I saw it's a horror. I saw it's like a horror movie too, R-rated horror movie.
How do you feel about Clayface?
Cool.
I'm cool with Clayface.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Mike Flanagan writing the
Do
script.
we have a director?
No,
We don't.
no. We only have
No, I
Mike
don't-
Flanagan writing the script.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
As-
that's really what it comes down to is when we get the director.
As far as the actor, I'm not really familiar. If I've
James
seen him.
Watkins. James Watkins is apparently directing it.
That's name
That-
sounds
was it not
familiar.
exist guy?
Is that cat? Yeah, it is. It's James
Okay.
Watkins. He made Speak No Evil.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
What not evil design. Speaking of evil, that's what I'm. The American remake, right?
Can you
Yeah.
say the name of the actor again? Who got cast as Clayface?
Yeah, it's Tom Reese Harris or Harris. Tom RHYS.
Okay, yeah, I see it here.
RR. Yeah.
I have actually not seen a single movie he's in, so
I haven't either. I don't know
I'm
who this is.
I'm interested. I think he looks the part. I guess. I mean, I think they're doing the actor route. If I'm familiar with what they're doing with Clayface, I think that works for this guy. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's interesting.
I'm fully in on this. I think this is going to be a banger. I still need
It's
to
just
lock
like-
into the Penguin.
It's just where did they find this guy? You know what I mean?
I mean, he's been in a few movies. He's been in 22 films.
I guess so. He's been in The Gentleman.
The
And he's been in a
Gentleman,
bunch
The
of TV.
Return.
Oh,
I
I've seen
mean,
The Gentleman.
He's not in that much of well-known
Yeah.
content, but
So it's crazy
I think,
to give him.
I think, if anything, I think it's a nice find.
Maybe
you
I
know?
believe in him. Maybe he's like that.
Yeah, I just want for this new James Gunn universe to be more like, because we've the past few years we've gotten so much like self-serious comic book stuff, and I really want us to go back to like goofiness and like, which James
Is
Gunn
it-
does do with like
Is
Guardians.
it part of the James Gunn universe?
Yeah.
Well, didn't you say it's something to do with the Penguin? Is that James Gunn universe?
No, it's not the.
It's
not with
Matt
the Penguin.
Reeves.
It's not with the. It doesn't have anything to do with the Penguin. It's
Yeah.
not.
Oh, you
It's
just
with,
said
uh,
you just
James
said he was
Gunn.
going to rewatch.
I just said I need to lock into the Penguin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but no, I just hope it's like over the top and goofy and silly, and that's what I like about.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
I
I
think
think what
gonna
it's
be-
gonna do. I think what's gonna happen is like
Because I can't
films
stand these
films that
self-serious ass
films
fucking
that
movies.
warrant
I think it's
films
gonna
that
be
warrant
serious.
goofiness. I think are gonna get goofy because like I mean Superman. He's a funny guy. I think that's gonna have its
Superman
own
is
level
not
of
gonna
goofy.
be fucking goofy, dude. Goofy
It's-
Why
looking,
wouldn't he? He's
James
literally
Gunn.
a fun guy.
It's James Gunn. Have
Bro,
you
that-
seen
that-
have you seen the Suicide
that
Squad?
trailer.
And
I have that trailer is so serious, dude. It's just
no,
like
it's not.
serious.
It's
it is,
it's like
bro. It's so serious.
it's got
What
a
do you
little
mean
bit.
it's
It's got a
serious?
little bit of like the James Gunn campiness to it.
no.
It's literally it's not a. How do you
yeah,
see that
James
trailer
Gunn
and
can't
call
be
it
by being
serious?
trash.
You think that movie is gonna be as serious as like Batman versus Superman or something?
It's not, but it's just like
It's
but
James
it's
Gunn. It's
still
going to be a
so
little bit.
serious.
I don't think it will.
It's
be.
not.
it's not like-
it's like if we're talking
it's
about
not
serious,
silly.
Man of Steel is serious. Batman v Superman is serious. This is gonna
Right.
be
Yeah,
much more lighthearted than that. Much.
I agree. I think
Like,
it'll still be.
much.
I think it'll still try to be.
I
A little
really
emotional, but
don't
it's
know
gonna
how
be-
you see
it's
that
not gonna be
trailer
like a
and think it's gonna
self-serious
be a
movie.
very serious film.
I
I
think
really
it
don't
will.
see it.
I really
I
do
d-
think it will. I
Drew,
mean,
do
I
you
don't.
like-
I
Do you
always
like
think- I
any
don't think
James
it will
Gunn
be.
movies?
Hasn't James
No,
Gunn
not a
just come
single
out
one.
and said like we're gonna make Superman like fun as he's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Like I don't know where
Dude,
you're getting the
have
serious
you
vibe. I don't
seen,
feel
like-
it at all.
I feel like the trailer is like it's so obvious. Like it's really over the top visuals. Like you have Green Lantern with the most ridiculous. Like it's supposed to look like the comics.
Sure, yes, but it's not like there's a difference. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like of course it's not going to be Man of Steel. It's obviously not Man of Steel. Man of Steel is very serious
Yeah.
and to its detriment, and it's not that. It's sillier than Man of Steel, but I do think it's not like it doesn't look. We haven't seen the movie yet, but it doesn't look like it's going to be like the level of like goofiness that takes over like the Raimi movies. You know, it's like the Raimi movies are like they blend seriousness and like comedy really well, where it's like, you know, I think Jonathan, don't hate me for this. I think the Nolan Batman trilogy has kind of had a negative effect on superhero films going forward because everyone is trying to be Christopher Nolan when they aren't. Everyone's trying to make the gritty movie and they just can't do it, bro. They
I
can't.
like
What is
that.
what is what
No,
is
I
what
like
is
that.
James Gunn doing? He's
We
literally
would've-
doing the opposite.
We
of
would
that.
have. We would have
No,
never
I
got
know,
the
I
Batman.
know, I know.
We would have never got
The
the
Batman's
Batman.
just better than the Dark Knight.
It's close.
It's better.
It's
No.
close.
But like I don't think like coming back to Clayface here, I don't think this is gonna be very goofy at all. In fact, I think this is gonna be a serious thing because I don't think anything about Clayface warrants any sort of goofiness whatsoever.
Bro, he's a
Like,
goopy monster.
Okay, do you know his backstory? It's pretty
Yeah,
it's
do you
pretty
know
messed up,
his-
bro. It's
Do
pretty
you know
messed
his
up.
backstory?
Yes. But he could still be goopy. He could still like
Yeah,
goop
he can
around.
still be goopy, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be goofy and silly.
Yeah, but I need him to goop around.
Yeah, maybe.
This
Yeah,
needs
watch
to
Creature
be-
Commandos.
we
Watch
need,
Creature
like-
Commandos.
We need
Bro, you want me
like
to watch that slop? Come
we
on
need
now.
like
Okay,
some
this
of
guy
that.
is
We need
crazy.
some of the vibe from like The Fly, and like
Yeah,
And
no, literally.
that's probably what we're gonna get. We're gonna
I
get some
want
sort
that.
of body
We're
horror
gonna get-
aspect
I
to
want
this.
we're gonna get watered down the fly.
Yeah, and it's gonna be
Definitely
awesome.
watered down for sure, but
Layface.
it's definitely gonna be serious. I mean,
Very
if
2-star
you're
movie.
if you're looking for goofiness, watch Creature Commandos. That's like pretty camp as much as you can get. If
Nah,
that's
I'm
what you're
good. I'll
looking
just watch
for.
Batman Forever again.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Peak.
I mean, yeah, this is by far going to be a very serious movie. There's no way. Like,
I'll watch-
sure, there's
I'll
going to
watch
be
Batman-
jokes,
I'll
but
watch
this is
Batman and
not
Robin
going to be
again.
serious. This is not going to be goofy at all. Hell no.
Okay, moving on. Tom Cruise will be getting an honorary Oscar this year. The Academy is giving him the Oscar for his commitment to our filmmaking community, to the theatrical experience, and to the stunt community.
Dub.
Bro,
Deserved. I think
deserved. So
deserved.
deserved.
It's crazy he doesn't have one already. I mean, he should.
Insane. He should have got one for Magnolia.
I mean, I haven't seen it.
It's not
Can't comment.
ridiculous. Does he have a nomination for it?
Yeah, he was not. That's the only time he's ever been nominated. Was for Magnolia.
Only time he's ever been nominated.
Who-
He should have
who
been
won it that
nominated at
year?
least for Eyes Wide
Who
Shut.
won it?
He should have won for Eyes Wide Shut.
I mean, depends who else was nominated that year.
Let's see. Oh, never mind. He's been nominated a couple times. I thought that was the only time. Let's see. For 1997, it was. Okay, 96. Wait, no. Okay, never mind. 96, he got nominated for Jerry Maguire and lost to Jeffrey Rush. And then,
Jeffrey Rush in what movie?
wait, I just lost it. Fuck. Let's see. He lost for Shine.
Haven't
And
heard
then
of it.
he was also nominated.
Born on the 4th of July. What is that?
Damn,
Oh,
is
it's
this
just a
wide?
movie. Oh yeah, Best Actor. Born on the 4th of July.
And Best Supporting Actor for shouldn't be. Yeah, Best Supporting Actor for Magnolia, and he lost to Michael Caine for The Cider House Rules. It's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Give it to.
Well, we know
That's
the
the goat.
Oscars. We know
That's
the
the goat.
Oscars are. We know the Oscars are woke, dude. They don't know what they're doing. They never know what
Yeah.
they're doing.
It's
I
just
mean,
like it's ridiculous, bro. He's Tom Cruise. You know, he's the goat. He's the guy that people
Like-
people go to the movies for, and he
Denis
does it so well.
Villeneuve not even getting a nomination
Okay,
for
bro,
Best
get that
Director
fucking
of
hack out of
Dune
your
Part
mouth, bro.
2 is
We're
the
talking about
biggest. It is
We're
a crime.
talking about
It's a crime to humanity, and Josh Brolin is going to quit acting because of it. We lost Josh
I wish
Brolin.
that movie never fucking existed.
We
Holy,
lost.
bro.
We lost Josh Brolin because of it.
Drew's just throwing out strays for one of the greatest sci-fis ever made.
No,
Literally,
absolutely not.
literally a top 10 movie ever.
28
by the
weeks
way.
better. 28 weeks later is better.
Yeah, okay. I think you just lost half our audience after that take.
Yeah, that was
I think-
ridiculous.
Bro, we
And
were talking about Tom Cruise. No, we were talking
I
about Tom
appreciate them
Cruise
for
and this
leaving.
fucking guy
I wouldn't want them to. I wouldn't want them to stay
mentions
after that take.
fucking hack.
I'm happy they left. I'm happy. I don't think
By
this
the way,
podcast deserves to succeed
by the way,
after that
we're
take.
Every
talking-
28 movie is better
we-
than
talking about the best movie of a decade and a top 10 movie of all time.
old.
That is ridiculous.
Old. Old is better than Dune Part 2.
Dune Part 2 is top 10 all time and top
Just not.
top 1 of the decade, by the way.
No. Tom Cruise. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back before I'm an aneurysm. Tom Cruise is the GOAT. He deserves it. What are we doing? Okay. Speaking of the GOAT, Jonathan, this is your GOAT. LeBron James says he would like to explore acting after his basketball career. If the scripts start rolling in and there's opportunities for me to do some acting and I have time, obviously post career, I don't mind looking at it.
Please don't do this.
Is
Bro,
there?
John-
Is there?
Are you happy?
I really like if the movie intrigues me, sure. I'll
Get LeBron
take a
James
look.
in a sci-fi movie.
I don't know if he's. I mean, he was pretty funny in Trainwreck. I'll give him that.
Wait, let LeBron James be in a Paul King movie. I think that would be jolly.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing to say.
How is that a crazy thing to say?
I don't want LeBron James teaming up with that fraud.
Fraud? Fraud?
I like how this guy is getting more cheesed about me calling that a fraud than Caden was about Denis not like Dune
Denis
being
a
a trend.
fucking hack, dude.
He's
Holy.
not, bro. He's literally one of like, if
No,
not, he's
shut
a
the
director
fuck up.
that
Shut
he's a
the
director that
fuck
Hollywood
up.
needs, bro. He's
No,
a
he
director.
does.
He's one of the directors, bro.
Denis like a top 5 director of all time, dude.
Okay, I don't know about that. Like, I mean, he's in my top 10 for sure. But
Top 10 easily.
bro,
Easily
I
top 10.
wouldn't trust anyone else. Dune. I mean,
Literally
Denis is the
nobody.
guy.
Nobody
Denis-
else is ever allowed to touch Dune. It's him and him only.
The thing
If-
the thing about
if-
Denis,
David
he's
Lynch is
so
probably
nice
better.
with adaptations.
Holy
He's,
fuck, bro.
like with Denis, I don't think I really see a distinct style with his things, and that's fine because he can take
Because
over
he's
big
a
franchises.
fucking soulless
Shut the fuck
hack,
up.
bro.
Shut the
don't
fuck up
think-
for 1 second. Shut the fuck up for 1 second and let me fucking speak, okay? Shut the fuck up. Okay? So
Bro, we lost
Denis,
all of our viewers.
he's
We lost all of our
needed
viewers.
for the Hollywood industry because he can actually take over these large franchises and do them fucking justice. I wouldn't trust any of these. Blade Runner. I wouldn't trust Blade Runner with anyone else.
Nobody else
I
could
wouldn't
do
trust
Blade
Dune
Runner
with anyone else.
2049.
Like he's making that
Ridley Scott.
Rendezvous-
His name is Ridley Scott. He can do it.
No, he
And
can't.
it's in
Yes,
in
he
20
can.
no in 2049 is miles better than Blade Runner. 2049 is so much better. It's so much better.
What is going on? What is going on?
Nah,
Actually,
nah.
Denis is the guy who can take
Denis?
over big franchises that are already established and continue to succeed in these worlds and make them
Bro,
even
I'm-
better than they are.
Dude, listen, I'm looking at Denis' filmography.
Mhm.
There is probably 2 movies. There's probably 2 movies that I've seen from him that I think somebody else could make. Everything else, then nobody else could have done it. Like, bro, both
Bro,
dudes.
that's just a
Denis,
ridiculous.
Like I'm
Arrival,
telling you
Denis.
I'll
right
give you
now.
no. I'll give you the first Dune. The first Dune, no one else could make that. Dune 2, bro, I could fucking make that in my backyard,
What is
bro. Oh, holy, bro.
I'd someone give Drew a directing gig so we can see him fail.
Yeah,
bro.
let's see you
Come
make
on.
Dune Part 2, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on. I'll make something way fucking better than
I
Dune.
don't understand. Wait, do
Holy.
you like Dune 1?
Yeah, it's a 3-star.
It's a 5-star movie, bro. It's a 5-star movie.
Dune Part 2 is a 2.5.
Gosh,
Dude, Hans Zimmer being involved alone warrants like a 3.5.
Bro. It's just not
Oh.
even. It's not
Bro,
even
it's
his best
genuinely-
score.
it's
It's not
genuinely-
even his best
It's
score.
like one of the best scores of all time, though.
It's just not. It's not. It's not even the best score of the decade. It's not.
I can agree with that.
It's not the best score of the decade, but it's still one of the best scores ever.
Okay.
Man, what are we doing?
Talking about Denis
Bro,
Villeneuve.
we need
Paul
we need
King.
Kyvie in here to bring this guy down, bro. Like
Bro, this is
this
actually
guy's going
diabolical.
off the rails.
This is
without him, bro.
insane.
Directors pitching for the next James Bond movie includes Edward Berger, Denis Villeneuve, Edgar Wright, Jonathan Nolan, and Paul King.
For what?
For the next James Bond movie.
Jonathan Nolan. That's my pick.
Jonathan Nolan's your pick? I
Yeah,
thought you
for
were gonna
sure.
fucking glaze that fucking Villeneuve.
Why would I?
Denis will not do it. That's not happening.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean,
He loves
Denis-
slop.
Dude,
Bro,
Denis has
like
Denis
17
doing
projects on his plate.
Denis has like a list of projects he's doing.
I mean,
Like
he's doing the
he
scenario.
he already pushed back scenario so he could do
Dune 3.
Dune Messiah. Like now he's working on Dune Messiah already.
And then we got Rendezvous with Rama, which I'm extremely excited for, and the Cleopatra film, which I don't know if it's going to be made. I don't know. Those are like 5 projects right there. And then, I mean, who else? Edward Berger. I mean, he's fine, but like
Bro,
Jonathan
don't give
Nolan.
Edward Berger. Don't give Ed.
I mean, who else? What other
He's
names
a
did they put out
burger.
there?
It's that simple. He's
It's
a burger.
Jonathan Nolan and Paul King.
Paul
Paul King would
King.
be crazy. That's my pick.
Why would he be crazy? What has
Paul
he done
King
that
is
could warrant a James
crazy.
Bond film?
Bro, he is so good at doing an IP, like actual artistic with a vision films, unlike Denis.
I don't know. I kind of
Okay,
like Edward Berger
what-
for this, honestly.
Why are we
Edward
looking?
Berger.
Why are we looking at artistic stuff for James Bond?
It's a movie. It's
Okay.
art. What the fuck do you mean?
When are we going to use Paddington type art, Wonka type art for a James Bond movie?
He's done other movies. His debut was The Bunny and the Bull, which is a rated R movie. He's just known for Paddington and Wonka.
I mean, Jonathan Nolan. I mean, he's right here, bro.
He's too cute for James Bond, bro. He's too
he can
cute.
do other shit.
He's too
Let
cute.
him do other things.
Yeah, I don't mind with him.
Stop
I'm
putting
no.
directors in
Okay.
boxes, bro.
I really don't mind Paul King working on other stuff, but like if
I just would be
but if Jonathan Nolan is a name that's an option, I will go with Jonathan Nolan 10 times out of 10.
But-
if it's between Edward Berger and Paul King, sure, I might
Paul King.
I'll split it 50-50. I'll
No,
split
you
it 50-50
won't,
between
bro. No,
Berger
you
and
won't.
King. But with
So
Jonathan
Burger,
with Jonathan Nolan
fucking
on the
McDonald's
board,
burger, brother.
that is my guy. I mean,
Okay, sure.
Jonathan Nolan's the clear pick
But
here.
can he be a good director? That's the thing.
I mean,
He's
he
a-
directed Fallout,
Fall. What the fuck is that?
the TV show.
Oh, okay, whatever. You're talking about TV, bro.
I mean, and he's
Oh,
written like
He's
absolute
written a lot.
masterpieces.
Yeah. Well,
Masterpieces. Yeah, let's say that word. I'm throwing that word out there. Masterpieces. And he works side by side with his brother, and
yes.
I'm fully down with him picking up. I mean, Christopher Nolan's probably going to be a producer on that shit too.
Maybe. I don't know. Paul King's my pick. I want to see what he does with this because that
So
means
we all
he has
have.
an idea.
So do we all have different picks here? I have Jonathan
We all have
Nolan.
different
you-
guys. We all
Drew
have
has
different
Paul
guys.
King, and
Jonathan Nolan
Kaden
was my
has
second
Edward
pick, though.
Berger. I don't know why
Edward
you're dissing Edward. I don't know why
Edward
you're dissing Edward
Berger's
Berger. He's
ridiculous,
made
bro.
good movies.
Conclave is
and
good,
All
but
Quiet
it's
on the
not-
Western Front were both good. They're both great. Both had some unreal tension, which I think would work in the James Bond.
It would
I
just be
agree.
it would actually be a nothing burger movie. Like it would just be like,
An Edward Berger movie.
This guy's
an
just
actual-
hating on
yeah.
Edward Berger for no reason.
bro, he's not that good. He's just like he's a 3-star.
I mean,
movie,
he's
bro.
made
He's
two.
just
I
like,
mean, he's made
whatever.
2 movies in the past 2 years. Both are like nominated for Best Pictures, Best Director. I mean,
Bro, you know what else was
Guy's a
nominated that
beast.
year? Amelia Perez, bro. That shit doesn't matter, bro. Your
okay, at
argument
least it
makes
didn't.
no sense.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
that's
Your
just
argument
Definitely,
makes no sense.
definitely not Denis because he has better stuff to do. Making peak like Dune
Yeah, then he has
Messiah.
better stuff to do by pissing in a cup, bro.
yeah. I would like even with Denis like on the board. If like Denis was interested in James Bond, I would still take Jonathan Nolan.
Yeah. Because we need to make another 4.4 star average.
Go ahead, bro.
It's
Banger.
not ridiculous.
And I'll still be here hating. I'll still be here hating.
Hey, if you're listening
ahead.
to this, go give Dune Part 2 a 5-star on Letterboxd. Let's go.
Give it a fucking
deserved
2.5,
5-star.
Next piece of news: The Batman 2 will begin filming in January. The script will be handed in this month, and it is said to be that Robert Pattinson's filming Batman Part 2 and Dune Messiah like around the same time, which is pretty interesting, or like back to back.
I think he's finishing Dune Messiah, then going straight to
Yeah, I think so.
Batman. I'm not gonna believe this until I see it. honestly.
Yeah, it just keeps. on
Yeah, I
getting
mean,
pushed
I
back,
feel
bro.
like I've been seeing news about Matt Reeves handing in the script for like the past 3 weeks,
yeah.
and I feel
No,
like,
it's like been like 2 months, bro.
and I feel like every week it's all like, yeah, he's handing it in on this day, and then it just like doesn't.
He just
happen.
never does. Yeah.
So like,
never
I'll wait till Monday to hear that the script has been handed in to like finally breathe a sigh of relief that like this stage of the movie's finally been done.
Dude, I won't believe it till I see a trailer. Honestly,
That's not ridiculous.
That's not ridiculous. That's not
Bro, this
ridiculous.
movie is like this guy, like Robert Pattinson. He's gonna be ready for
this
Dark
movie
Knight
doesn't
Returns.
exist.
He's gonna be ready for a Dark Knight Returns type storyline by the 3rd movie.
This movie does not exist.
Okay, next piece of news. John Barenthal will return as the Punisher in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Bro, how do we feel about this slop?
I feel
I'm
like
fed up, honestly.
I
I'm
feel like
kinda
it's gonna be
tired of
like a cameo. I feel like it's gonna be like one of the shortest cameos out there. I don't
I
really
don't think
believe.
so because they announced it. It wouldn't be a cameo if they announced it. He's gonna be a part of the movie.
Yeah, they also announced Charlie Cox was gonna be in the movie, didn't
They're
they?
also cooked.
Actually,
Did
no,
they?
they
I don't know.
didn't. No, for No Way Home, they didn't.
So that's
They
what I'm
didn't.
saying.
They're also like washed, and they're doing
Yeah, it's gonna be a
anything for
half star.
attention now.
Yeah, I was
Exactly.
really hoping like see if
I don't know. The new
if they
suit
didn't
might make
say
it like might
if
give it
it,
some extra.
see if they didn't say this was gonna be a multiverse film, then I genuinely would expect Punisher to be there for a larger part of the storyline. I really don't know what the Punisher is supposed to do in a multiversal sort of situation. I mean, I don't think guns are going to do much against whatever villain Spider-Man's going to be
Yeah,
facing
bro.
here.
Give
So
us
like,
the Accountant 3, not this bullshit.
see, if this was like a grounded story, like up against Kingpin or something, like sure, Punisher could be like be a big part of the story. I really just don't know what he's supposed to do in this next film, knowing it's
Bro,
supposed
he's
to be
just
this
gonna be
cosmic
there.
sort of situation. I mean, it's
Fucking
fine he's there. I just don't expect him to be there for a lot. I mean, have
Focus.
either of you guys finished watch? I mean, I know Drew hasn't watched Daredevil, but
I
Kato.
don't watch. I don't
Yeah,
watch
bro.
TV, dude. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I still need to finish it up. I think I stopped around like episode 5 or episode 6. I need to get back on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I don't
Right.
fucking watch that slop.
Yeah,
Okay, last piece of news. Chinese film studios are planning to remake and remaster martial arts classics using AI. 100 films, including one starring Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, and Jet Li, will be remastered. John Woo's Better Tomorrow is being turned into the first AI-produced animated.
All right. Thank you for listening to
feature
episode 7 of the close.
No, this is ridiculous. This is insane. This is insane. Did either of you guys hear about this?
no, I did not hear about any of this.
This is crazy. Doing like AI like films, like
This is
animated
rude.
films of fucking like what are we doing, bro? What
This
are
is
we
like the
doing?
first step into making a creative industry into basically
Yeah,
uncreative.
like ruining it. Yeah,
It's also
Yeah.
like it's also
crashing
like,
into the
why-
ground.
It's also like, who cares about that anyway? Like nobody asked for that.
No,
Nobody
wants
asked for it.
AI fucking movie.
Nobody asked for like martial art remake movies from like nobody asked for that.
But even if it
Some
was just
people
like,
might be asking for it, but like no one wants AI to be a part of it.
that's the thing.
That's for
Even
damn
if it
sure.
was like, they announced like Denis Villeneuve's Dune as an AI animated movie, like everyone would still fucking hate that. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
It's just like it's the fact that it's AI and animated. That's just like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? You know, it's ridiculous.
I really don't know. I mean, this is just
It's bleak. That's what it is. It's bleak.
I mean, this
Because
is not
AI was supposed to be like
Maybe
cut
we'll
back.
get to see Cliff Booth beat up Bruce Lee again.
Okay,
yeah, that's not
bro.
gonna happen.
Okay,
You know, the Chinese, that's not gonna happen. That's for sure.
Okay, bro. Oh,
I
man,
mean,
that was
You
my
never
yeah,
know. You never know what
really-
AI can come up with. That's like the last appearance of Bruce Lee.
I
in
just
the
really
movies.
hope I just hope no other countries decide to adopt this sort of thing.
yeah.
And
I
think
like. I
this
don't.
is like the next step in the
What's
movie
crazy
industry.
that this is like doing like Chinese movies. This sounds like a fucking American like thing
That's
to do.
no. I think it's a China
This
thing
not-
to do.
I don't think so, bro.
I think
It's
so.
definitely a China thing. To
I
do.
really I don't think Hollywood would ever
Hollywood
adopt
wouldn't
this
do
thing.
that.
Like
Bro,
I really
we're
hope
getting
no
close to it. We're
other
getting close to it.
Hollywood just won't let it happen.
We're getting
I'm-
close. That's the thing. It's like with stuff like this,
I don't
It's
think
making
so
its way to
because
the West
because
Coast.
once
90% of Hollywood is like activism anyway. You think they're gonna let that happen? You think they're gonna let AI get into the industry?
AI is already in movies. What
yeah,
are you
but in
talking about?
Hollywood, it's like Hollywood's gonna
like actual taking over people's roles.
dude. They like
you know?
they people were trying to get the Brutalist nomination gone because they like used AI to like adjust his voice,
Yeah.
which wasn't even an issue.
But it's like Dune Part 2 used AI, Furiosa used AI. Like,
Well, they didn't use AI for like
but they
what's
didn't use
going
AI
on. It was
actively
like-
in the film.
yeah.
They used AI
They used
to
AI as
assist
a
them
tool.
to put
They
what's
used it
in
as
the
a
film.
tool. I don't
No,
think
I
using
know.
AI as a tool is a problem, but like
No, that's what I
we just don't
mean.
want
But
we
it's
just don't
still
want we just don't want AI generated stories in movies.
right.
It's
That's
a
the
different
thing.
when it's used as a tool. Like, dude, the controversy over the Brutalist
But
was
it's even
ridiculous.
like Late Night with the Devil, Late Night with the Devil, like huge controversial movie with AI because
Mhm.
it's like transition cards were all AI and it could have been done by
Yeah,
real.
I didn't like that.
It's ridiculous, you know. It's just like things like this are going to start happening more and
But
more.
I don't think so, because if they do start happening more and more, people will fight back. Like
Dude, people
there's
like there was like a
We
short film that
fight back,
came out.
but no
There
one
was a
but
cares.
that's
short
the thing.
film.
That's the thing. Like, people will do this, right? It's like, okay, they start doing this, then people will stop watching the movies.
People will stop
Boom,
watching
then they
movies.
stop
They
making
know.
money. Then they're gonna have to hire more people. That's
I
the
don't think
thing.
anybody's
no,
dumb enough.
but-
I don't think anybody's dumb enough to think they're going to make money off of that because nobody's interested in AI generated movies.
Sure, but it's just like
It's just bad for business.
I
Yeah,
don't
leave
know
it
if
to
it's totally
TikTok.
bad for business. Leave
It
it for
is.
TikTok. Yeah, true. I don't know. I'm scared that it's gonna become a
I,
staple. And it's
I, I think we're stressing out a little too much.
no. Many people have stated that AI has already been a part of this industry for a while, and whether you realize it or not, it's like we see AI in films and we don't even realize it.
I don't think it's been an issue though. Like Jonathan said, like they used it in
It's gonna become more
like they used it in the Brutalist
dependable,
and in
like-
Dune for like is like a toll. Like it's not like there was AI generated content in the movie.
sure, but there are AI studios now that like just do AI stuff.
Yeah,
Which is
they're
Okay, and
cooked.
are they making money? Are they like
They are.
generating
But
income?
like we're not gonna have like AI feature films that people are gonna be like, oh, let's go see
No,
28 Days Later Part 2, The Bone Temple, completely generated by AI. Like, no, that's just not
no,
realistic.
no. It's not gonna be like okay, this Chinese shit. Like it's not gonna be like that, but it is gonna be like maybe AI is gonna work itself in the script. You know, it's like
Yeah.
we're gonna have like AI overwrites, like reworks of script. You know,
Yeah.
someone's work that I really love, Paul Schrader, he's been an activist for AI scripts, and it's like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane.
I think we should wrap up here. We're pushing 2.5 hours. It's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
for me right
That
now.
was my last piece of news.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you guys for watching. What are we doing next week?
F1.
F1. We will be back next week for an F1
F1.
review. Hopefully we can get everybody on the podcast. We missed having Kyvie today.
Yeah,
he definitely would have been able to help us. He likes Denis, right? He could have backed us up on this Denis
Yeah,
talk.
he would have
He,
mitigated this nonsense.
Well, at least all our listeners understand, or most of them understand. Denis is a good director, guys. Come on.
Yeah, great.
Drew is spreading propaganda here. This is wrong.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Feel free to unsubscribe if you hate Drew's
No,
takes.
subscribe just to hate watch me. Subscribe just to hate watch.
Okay. Well,
Peace.
Peace.
see ya.